well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of our viewers for the day 6 of this tournament, Oman D20 2025, powered by Fancode. After a refreshing day of the action resumes here with Majis Titans. They'll be taking on Renaissance Challengers. Over the first week, we have seen this competition evolve beautifully. Quite a few close games we have witnessed already. 12 matches are done and back-to-back matches. And first thing first, without wasting much time, let's head down to the center for the pitch report. It's Pranav Mehta.
Not sure whether I should be thanking the commentators or not, because on a hot and humid day, they have sacrificed me right in the center of Oman Cricket Academy. But three factors that are going to be affecting this all-important toss, and we're going to be talking about it. But before that, an opportunity to thank Anup and his team of groundsmen, because facilities here, world-class. They stay world-class because of their hard work. Talking about the factors, starting with the weather. First and foremost, the rain gods have been kind. 3 days of overcast condition. Today, the sun is bright and shiny. And that's why it is very hot and humid in the middle. Temperature somewhere around 40 to 42 degrees. And it's going to be staying hot and humid through the day. Players will have to sweat in the middle to gain momentum for their sides. And that's how it's going to be. Talking about the wind, you can see a little bit of breeze that is blowing through the ground. And that is towards the right of me and going towards the left, and that's how it's going to be through the day. A little bit of assistance to the fielders, a little bit of breather. Yes, it is going to be. Second factor, the dimensions. If I'm batting left-handed from the Oman LNG end, you would notice that shot making is going to be a little difficult because of the breeze. 68 meters all round. If you're a right-hander, a little bit of a half a miss will still carry on the leg side, but a left-hander, miss it, is going to stay in. That's where you need to build those power muscles. And the most important third factor, that's the wicket. This is the most important factor, and as you go closer to it, you will see lush green grass. It's a new wicket. After 5 days of using the previous one, this is a new wicket, and that's where you see good grass cover. This wicket is going to be used for a few days as well, and that's where on day one, that's today, this ball is going to be in assistance of the bowlers to start off with, and that's where captain, who wins the toss, will be looking to bowl first. But most importantly, when you're batting, you want to get your eye in. The first 10 overs is going to be in favor of the bowlers, but as the ball gets older, it will be easier to come on the bat, and that's where the batters would want to play that waiting game and take it deep. Under lights, maybe you want to bat first or bat second, doesn't matter a lot, but in the day game, you want to make sure that you win the toss, because it's going to be a very important factor, and bowl first.
Thank you, Pranav, and clearly I could see you really enjoyed being out there in the hot conditions, and the way you give us this analysis, the most detailed pitch report so far of this tournament from Pranav Mehta. And without wasting much time, let's head down. Yet again, it's Pranav Mehta. He's enjoying his outing out there in the middle with both the captains and match referee for all important toss.
Toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D20, match day 6, and it is game number 13. It is Majis Titans looking to take on Renaissance Challengers. I have the captains with me. On my left, it is Amir Kaleem, the captain of Majis Titans. On his left, Hamad Ifraq, the captain of Renaissance Challengers. And Mr. Hanus, the match official, to make sure that the proceedings is right. Amir Kaleem, flip the coin. Khanjar is the call. Number it is. AK, winning the toss. What would you like to do and why?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to ball first.
Any particular reasons?
Not specific. Yes, we have a very good day, 2-day rest, and it's a fresh wicket. And weather looks a bit windy, so we're trying to use this weather and the wicket as well.
And what about the changes in the side?
One change, Ubaid is resting today and Jan Shafiq in.
It's been a mixed bag tournament for you so far. And what's the team momentum like? You've got that much needed rest. And what do we expect from Majis Titans moving ahead?
Yeah, so far we're playing so good cricket and top of the table. Boys performing very well, and they relaxed last 2 days, and still we are in focus with this tournament. So we are looking forward one game at a time, and today hopefully inshallah we'll play a good game today.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hamad, toss not in your favor. If you would have won, what would you have done and why?
Actually, we also want to bat. We also want to bowl first because this is a fresh wicket. So we want to bowl first. But unfortunately, we lost. We will try to set a good total, and inshallah, we will try to defend it.
What's that total going to be looking like?
I think 150 plus. It's a good total. So we will try to make it, and after that, we will defend it, inshallah.
And any changes in the side?
Yeah, we have couple of changes. Usman and Hanif is coming in, and Yusuf and Yusuf and one more.
We'll figure that out. But most importantly, the final question. Wins away from you, what are you going to do to get your wins back?
Actually, we are looking forward to game by game. We don't want to keep our head down. We will play a positive cricket here. Inshallah, result will come. We in couple of matches, if you will see, we played well, but unfortunately the result is not in our favor. But inshallah, upcoming games we will try our level best to get the result.
Good luck, Hamad.
Thank you so much.
Right then, the news from the center. Majis Titans, they won the toss and they're going to be swinging the ball first.
So fresh wicket on day 6, and Majis Titans captain Amir Kaleem straight away without no other thoughts, winning the toss and opting to bowl first to exploit the early conditions. As you can see, proudly Oman flag fluttering in these windy conditions, and walks in 2 batters in for Renaissance Challengers, who are struggling in this tournament, yet to taste the first win in this tournament. Prithvi Machi, who had a good outing in the previous encounter. And joining me in the combox for the first time on day 6 is Jamil Zaidi. Very good afternoon, Jamil sir.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to all viewers as well. Today at least we have some wind, though it's quite humid, as very correctly mentioned by Pandau. And I'm very impressed with the positive attitude of both the captains, Amir Kaleem and Habib Ifraq. They looked positive today. So hopefully some of them will come up with some good win, which they are looking for a couple of days.
No, I like the attitude of Hamad Ifraq, the way he said, though we have not tasted a win yet, our heads are not down. We are looking forward to play some positive cricket. And to do that, they need to post a good total. They need to get off to a good start. So deep third and deep square leg. 2 fielders outside 30-yard circle and a slip in position. Captain Amir Kaleem himself. The going has been good for Majis Titans.
They are unfortunate. They are going to get the wins, but unfortunately last moments, I think they loses the experience the batters should have. And hopefully today, as Amir says, that they might come back again. So as Renaissance Challengers, they're all looking for a first win of the season. Hopefully today will be a very good encounter.
Hemal Tandale with the ball. Making comeback here in Oman. He used to play a lot of domestic cricket here a couple of years ago. Then he went back to India, and now once again with the ball charging in here at Oman Cricket Academy. What a tournament he's having. Always make sure to trouble the batters early in the innings with the new ball. All set. Runs in Hemal Tandale. Prithvi Machi on strike. Ball number 1. Straight away using the feet. Never a single.
I like to attitude of Prithvi Machi. I mean, he's always looking for the runs. You like the first ball he faced, and he just tried to get the singles. That attitude should be on the other batsman as well, responding him. He is the highest scorer in the last match. Not taking any pressure the moment he comes onto the wicket.
Fielders close in. He thought of tap and run, but never a single there. Got 40 odd runs the previous game. One more time using the feet off the mark with that single. Prithvi off the mark. Renaissance challenges. 2 back-to-back heartbreak loss for Renaissance challenges, losing the game on the very final delivery, wherein for Majis Titans in the previous encounter against Jala Shabab, Vishwa got a maximum on the final delivery of the match to get those 2 points for Majis Titans. So what is important is how do you handle the pressure? How do you come out with flying colors when the team is under pressure? That is the most important thing. And Majis Titans, they have found the right combination.
Yes, absolutely. Some wins that they have in the last match have definitely boosted the confidence.
Very watchful, a cautious leave by the batter Usman. So it's Prithvi and Usman at top of the order for Renaissance challenges. 6 teams participating. Top 2 teams will play that big final on August 30th. So it will be a day. In fact, it will be a night encounter under the lights. Sharply coming into the right-hand batter. What a comeback. The previous delivery, an outswinger. A surprised Usman with a sharp in-swinging delivery.
Well, absolutely. He's always trying to get the wickets in first initial over, Semal. And this, look at that one coming into the batter, beautifully bowled. Very, very thinking bowler he is.
As a captain, you always feel proud that the bowlers backing his decision respond to the call of Amir Khalimi's Hemal Tandale. Another one sharply coming in. Half-hearted appeal, clearly ball going down the leg, but not able to read that extra swing. Usman yet to open the account.
Brilliant over from him. He's always doing the first couple of overs, trying to get a wicket, and always successful in the last couple of outings he has got. Very, very accurate bowling, thinking bowler, reading the mind of the batter, then bowled according to that.
Usman, a new entry. Previous season, he was a part of Royal Oman Stallions, now switching the team. And so far, he had a decent tournament, especially with the ball, Usman Ali. Width offered, goes for that flashy drive, what an over. A brilliant start. Just 1 run from that first over from Hemal Tandale. Cautious start, but challenges Usman yet to open the account, faced 4 deliveries in the previous over of Tandil. And getting ready is Abid from Oman Talent. What a pair for Majis Titans with the new ball. Abid and Hemal Tandil. It's Prithvi on strike against Abid. Using the feet and straight towards the first slip. What a delivery. Keeping it away from Prithvi Machi. Going for the drive. A brilliant catch taken by Amir Kaleem. Excellent captaincy. And nicely bowled by Abid.
Reckless shot from Prithvi Machi. I tell you one thing. The first ball he has to wait for the ball to come. He came down the wicket and Abid very cleverly bowled outside the off stump. Took the edge and a very, very well judged shot at the sleeve by Amir Kaleem. Finally successful in the first over.
The problem has been not reaching to the ball that led to the fall of Prithvi Machi. Early breakthrough. 1 for the loss of 1. What a start to this over and to this match for Abid. Shaping it away from Prithvi Machi. And that is why with the new ball it's always important to have that attacking field, a slip in position. That experience of Amir Kaleem comes into play. Windy conditions. Trying to exploit those conditions to their favor. Early arrival for Hamad Mirza out there in the middle. Well bowled and equally well managed. So off the mark with that single.
Well, I think Abid is a hard-working fast bowler. Unfortunately, not among the wickets, but today seems to be in a very, very nice and accurate bowling from him. He saw Prithvi coming down, bowled the ball outside the off stump, and got an edge and get the first wicket for his team.
Consistency has been the problem for Abid. He's such a talented fast bowler. Sometimes try out too many things. The process gave away those easy runs. Excellent. He continues to trouble the batters in this tournament. And straight away, look at that Amir Kaleem all the way from the first slip. Coming in, having a piece of advice.
Beautifully bowled. This time the first one, the Prithvi was got out in the slip. And the last delivery was also a beauty.
The backed offside field. Yes and no. Never a single. Brilliant. Not only they got that wicket, but also Amir Kaleem is making sure not to give away those easy runs, easy singles.
Batters had to be very cautious for taking those cheeky singles. It's the very start of the match. Only the second over is in progress. They had to be careful a bit. Once they will settle, then they can go for the cheeky singles to move the runs rate going on.
This has been the problem for challengers throughout this tournament. The top order batters, they never looked for those big shots. The first 6 overs, not providing a good start.
Beautiful view. Oman flag fluttering over the Oman Cricket Academy building. Lovely mountains behind. Yes, absolutely, you're right. They had to come up with some good score in the first power play, at least 30-40 runs. not losing too many wickets.
In the air, and this time he manages to clear that fielder inside 30-yard circle off the mark with couple of runs. It took 8 deliveries for Usman to get off the mark. 2 overs gone. Brilliant over from Abid. Challengers 4 for the loss of 1. Hemal Tandel to bowl his second and the third of this innings. Flashy drive.
This is the pressure on the batters, when you're not getting runs, not getting ball on the bat. So you have to be a bit frustrated. This time he's standing and trying to fishing outside the off stump.
Especially Hamad Mirza, regular with the national side. He needs to come out with something special with the bat. An ordinary tournament so far, not among the runs. Wanted to pull and straight into the hands of wicket-keeper. Sorry story for Hamad Mirza with the bat in this tournament continues. But writing a beautiful script with the ball is Hemal Tandel. The first wicket for Tandel in this game. The second casualty for challengers.
Couldn't understand the approach of Hamad Mirza as the most brightest star of the national team, but he is not coming up with the position he has got. This time he's just standing and delivering it, tried to pull it over, got in top edge, and it was taken clearly by the wicketkeeper. 2 down, 4 for 2.
Oh, I'm loving this. This is how you exploit the conditions, and this is how you get those wickets. And Amir Kaleem, definitely he'll be happy the way the fast bowlers dictating the terms. He surprised the batter with that back of length. Throughout this spell, he was sticking to that off stump line, bowling at a good length channel, but all of a sudden, hitting the deck hard. Thinking fast bowler.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about him. Once again, outside the off stump. I think Hamad was expecting a short pitch delivery from him. That's why he didn't move from his position. As you correctly said, he ducked hard for the ball, come down from the offside, trying to play it onto the square leg. Got in Tom edge and got the wicket. Brilliant bowling from Hemal and Abid as well.
You need to have sharp cricketing mind. And lots of discipline when it comes to that line and length. Brilliant effort. They are enjoying the routing in the field, putting those full length dives. And there's an interesting story about Hemal Tandel. As you know, here in Oman quite a few years ago, and he was almost there to got picked for the national side, but he went back to his homeland, India. There was an opportunity for Hemal Tandel to represent Oman for not unknown reasons to me. He went back, but the good news is back here in Oman, yet again trying to start his career. Driven nicely. The first loosener from Tandel and the first cracking drive from the blade of Captain Hamad. 4 runs for Hamad and the first 4 for challengers.
Absolutely brilliantly. It was a juicy half volley outside the upper stump and rightly picked up by Hamad through the extra cover for 4. Brilliant. This is the most confident looking shot from Hamad in the last 2 matches. He looks not that much confident today. Playing those shots, it's really give good confidence to the batters.
Abid runs in. Movement with that angle, trying to keep it away from Usman.
I think it's the right thing, Abid, trying to move the ball outside the off stump for the right-hand batters, having a slip in place and a gully there also.
It's a treat to watch these 2 fast bowlers bowl in these windy conditions, and the batters dancing on the tunes of Abid and Hemal Tandel. Hitting on his thumb, left thumb in pain.
Once again, it was a slower delivery. Once again, tacking hard. And he wanted to place, but ball came into him, hit on the thumb. That is what Abid is trying to do, trying to extract some bounce off the wicket. Not letting the batters to open the face of the bat, cut or something into the gully. Some assistance is now been given to Hamad.
The magic spray doing wonders. Hamad and Usman will continue their outing in the middle. The captain among the runs for challengers A lot of hard work needs to be done yet again by Hamad in this innings. Two wickets down all of a sudden in a very defensive mode, not trying to go aerial. Someone like Usman, as we have seen the previous edition, Jamil bhai, is a very good top order batter when it comes to getting runs in the power play. So he's not playing his natural game. That has been the problem for him.
That's the pressure. That's it, to be honest, the batters. There is a pressure which is coming onto the batters if they're not going to get runs.
Oh, he's getting that extra bounce from the surface. So many things to look for the batters of challengers. They were troubled by that swing. They were troubled by the pace. Now that extra bounce is getting tough with every ball passing by.
Beautifully bowled, taking full advantage of the bounce from the wicket and the right place to bounce. Just on the good length, difficult for the batter to face.
Trying for that Yorker, nicely managed. Good to see someone like Abid. He came out with a plan. He's testing the batters. The suffocating line and length, not giving an inch for the batters to play those aerial shots.
All three this tournament he's played superbly, bowled very well, but not among the wickets. But today it looks to be a different mood. All the over so far he has been absolutely brilliant, getting the wickets in the very second over.
Straight away going for that quick run. Another tight over from Abid, going for just 3 runs. 4 gone, 11 for the loss of 2. Sedate start by challengers. They were asked to post a total. They have lost a couple of wickets, 11 on board. Hemal Tandel will continue. In the air, a lucky escape. The batter was not in control, but luckily for him, the ball falling between mid-on and mid-off.
The ball was going away from the batter. He cross-played it, got on top edge once again. Beauty.
See, by playing too defensive, you're not able to get the runs. Top of that, you're losing your wickets. So why not try something new? Play those aggressive shots, disturb the line and length of the bowler.
Well, that should be the approach when you are not getting runs. It's bogged down absolutely. Some brilliant bowling is there. But to take the pressure off, you must try something new.
He's appealing, he's confident, not looking at the umpire. That extra bounce and that smile from the umpire says it all. What a delivery. He's having an excellent outing.
Brilliant ball, brilliant one. Coming into the batter and it was just, I think, top of the bat. Look at that one coming in so sharply. No time for the batter to bring the bat. I think they had got the bat on it. Absolute fantastic bowling from these two seamers for Titans, Hemal and Abid. Making this difficult for the batters to come up with some good runs.
Dream start to this game thanks to Hemal Tandel and Abid. And Majis Titans are in a comfortable position.
Absolutely. What a brilliant bowling from these two bowlers, Hemal and Abid. Not letting the batters to even come down the wicket. The first batter who came down the wicket got an edge and got out in the slips. They must come, close the eyes and start hit couple of odd boundaries. That will take the pressure off. And the new batters will have some relaxation.
Chopped on. Being too defensive led to the fall of Captain Hamad. No intent to go hard. Trying to tap and take a single, and in the process Hemal Tandel strike for the second time.
This is the absolute pressure on the batters by some superb bowling from Abid and Hemal. And Ahmad never was comfortable against him. Some chopped out on the wickets. That is the pressure. And once again, it is Ahmad who got out, chopped the ball on his wicket. This is a 3 down of Renaissance Challengers.
Things not happening for Renaissance Challengers, and they are themselves to be blamed. Top of that, exceptional piece of fast bowling display from Hemal Tandel and Abid led to those 3 batters fall, and in a state of bother, Challengers 12 on board. Amanullah arrives at the crease, a slip, a catching gully in position. Driven, but straight towards the fielder.
Good captainship by Amir Kaleem. He knows that Hemal is bowling superbly. That was the one wicket that chopped down.
I really don't understand. He was not even looking for that single. So instead of that, he could just left the ball. No intention to play a big shot or even to find that gap. Ordinary stuff. Another one, and this time drops. The captain Amir Kaleem. The plan was laid, well executed by Hemal Tandel. But Amir Kaleem just could not able to hold on to it. Brilliant over, just a single, a wicket for Tandel. Going for just 6 runs in his first 3 overs. 5 done. 12 for the loss of 3. And there will be a change in the voice in the combo. For the next of 5, you will be entertained by Pranav Mehta and Amin Wagle.
Abid continues. Wide and driven through the cover. It will take Cricket Academy and Osman does well to keep it down to a couple. I mean, what a start for Majis Titans.
Well, absolutely, and what a start as well as what a toss to win as well. 14 for the loss of 3, and that was the drop catch in that last ball of the previous over. Seems to be quite an easy take, and Amir Kaleem just losing sight of the ball at the last moment, probably not bending that extra bit. A well-deserved wicket gone begging.
Almost felt as if it was regulation. Maybe a little complacent considering that they were 12 for 3 and completely in control, and that's where a moment of relaxation, and this is what happens.
Yeah, did feel as if the ball died just before reaching Amir Kaleem, so probably that split-second decision of whether to, bend that extra inch or not. And Amir Kaleem certainly not able to capitalize on the start, but then 14 for 3, and Majis Titans have really responded. Oh, beautiful delivery. One of the major reasons why Renaissance Challengers are 14 for 3 is because Abid Ali and Hemal Tandale are making the ball do a little bit of talking.
Use the word tandav here, which means dance in Sanskrit. And that's exactly what the Renaissance Challengers batters are doing here. Dancing. Dancing to the rhythm of the bowler.
Usman now and Amanullah Rafiqi, they certainly have a little bit of resurrection to do. 14 for 3 at the end of power plays. By no means a good effort. At this time he's just looked to cut it very hard. A little bit of chase for the fielder. Only a single.
But then this has been the story for Renaissance Challengers through the season. They've lost players, and those were the players who were doing the primary job for them. Wasim Ali, one player that I can think of. Zishan Maqsood, not Zishan Maqsood, but was it Akib Ilyas who was playing for Renaissance? Imran, the off spinner, once again looking for a big shot, and Amanullah will be restricted. And that's where the trouble has been for Renaissance Challengers. They've been short of players in form, and they're just walking into a new season. So on one end, it is a point to panic. On the other end, it's a point of consideration that they're just walking into the season, and if they panic right now, it's going to be a very long season ahead.
Just the last ball of the power play, but then most certainly this has been some sort of a good comeback by Majis Titans. The last few seasons across all formats have been lackluster, but now in this new season to 2025, they've made some changes, and they've made some good changes. They've enlisted some impact players in amongst their ranks. A wide delivery. Oh, he's taking it back, so it's not going to be a wide. Abid finishes a very resounding performance by Majis Titans in the power play. 6 overs gone, 15 for the loss of 3 wickets, Renaissance Challengers.
End of the power play, and trouble situation it is for Renaissance Challengers, as they've neither got runs on board, and in addition they've lost wickets, as many as 3 of them. And in comes Usman Ali. What a time for Usman Ali to come in. He does realize that not a lot of batters will be attacking him, and this is what happened. Flicked off the thigh pad, and the batter suggested, we'll have a visual of that once again. It's a moment of sportsman spirit from the batter. Wonderful moment. And this is what cricket is all about. It's a gentleman's game.
At the moment, Usman Ali, very, very effective. He knows that the team has gotten off to a good start. They've made inroads into that batting lineup, keeping it tight with only increased pressure and not allow them to breathe easy. At the moment, it's hot, it's humid down there.
It's almost like a punishment being right in the center. I was there for the pitch report and the toss, and wet. Absolutely wet. That's the kind of sweat you get in the center. Hot and humid. Inside edge will be a quick single.
Oh, direct hit, direct hit. However, some composure by the batter as well as some quietness from the keeper and the fielder. So probably very much safe. Rotating strike is key here for Renaissance challengers. At the moment, 17 is not looking very pretty. The boundaries will come, but what they really need at the moment is a partnership to flourish, which is not going to happen if he decides to charge down on a very difficult delivery.
And this has been the problem with Usman. He's played 18 of those deliveries in the power play and he's not made a major impact. Yes, wickets have fallen on the other side, but it's not a story of this game. It's been a story from the previous tournament as well, where he takes good amount of time to get in. He does capitalize later, but on days when he's not able to capitalize, it's a sorry story. 7 overs done, 18 for the loss of 3. Shafi Jan comes into the attack from the Oman talent, a player you would have seen a lot in the previous edition of Oman D20, was shining and shining bright for Majis Titans.
About time, and this will only bolster that fast bowling battery or pace battery for the Majis Titans. They now certainly seem to have a good battery amongst themselves. Tandale, Abid Ali, Shafiq Jan. Oh, brilliant. Straight away, showing that skill, straight away putting his body behind the ball, putting his body into that delivery stride. He's an exciting prospect here, Shafiq Jan.
And every time you have a close look at Usman, you will realize that he's not reading the ball which way it is coming. And that's my concern. He's a very talented player, not taking it away from him. High quality player. But the quality gets really big once he's past that 7-8 over mark. Spinners cut straight to Wasim Ali.
Yeah, most certainly. But then at the moment, the Majis Titan bowlers are all over the batters for the Renaissance challengers. Too hot to handle, as it seems like. And Shafiq Jan playing his first game back from a refreshed, well-deserved vacation. And he'll only add to the prospects of Majis Titans in making a mark in this tournament. This time short. I think he's top-edged it. But what's going to happen is Usman is going to fetch as many as 6 to himself and the Renaissance challengers.
Very intentful. Throws the kitchen sink, never in control. But doesn't matter because Shafiq Jan is quick and his pace assists Usman to get a 6. It works in your favor to be courageous, to play that positive brand of cricket and take on the bowler. Because when you do that, you will get shots like this. And the scoreboard never says that the runs have come off an edge or if it has come from the middle of a bat. It all counts.
Yeah, straight away. Now some intent here from the bat of Usman. He picks that up towards mid-wicket and gets a boundary to his name. So now a few runs here for the Renaissance challengers against the run of play.
Certainly, once the ball starts reduces its swing, stops swinging. This is what Usman can do. He's very effective. And that's where I want to see a lot of this champion batter right in the middle order for Renaissance Challengers. They need to get their order right because at the moment they're struggling. You can't be on the winning side 9 out of 10 times if you're 15-16 for the loss of 3 in the power play. Need to do a little more justice to their squad, Renaissance Challengers. They're a good squad, very good squad.
This time just dead bats it, plays it towards the offside for a single. So Usman now amongst the runs. .5 and 29 for 3 at the start of this over. It just looked like a very hapless sort of a score, but now all of a sudden it's just blooming as if nothing has ever happened. But then is it too little too late? Amanullah Rafiqi works it away towards the offside. Only a single to end the 8th over. Renaissance Challengers in hope of a resurrection. 30 for the loss of 3. Usman now will face Usman Ali, or rather Amanullah Rafiqi facing Usman Ali. Does seem to be like a pocket dynamite. Amanullah Rafiqi does a little bit of everything. Batting, bowling, got that golden arm, manages to pick up wickets out of nowhere. But then he's no stranger to some big hitting with the bat as well. So there'll certainly be eyes on him to see how he adapts to the situation.
He's done that recovery job really well. Quick single. And a direct hit would have been very interesting. Amar Kaleem being that fielder, a man who is getting younger by the day.
Usman versus Usman. Not a big turner of the ball, Usman Ali, but certainly bowls at right line and length. Got a good trajectory as well, hurries on to the right-handed batter.
At the moment he's using the grass. He's getting a little bit of an extra bounce. He's using the angle to shape it inside the arc of the right-hander, not giving any kind of room. He wants the right-hander batter to be doing a lot more of that, and that's where LBW bowled will come into play because the grass will skid the ball on.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And also, it will, if he's managing to not turn the ball so much and use the seam of the ball, should generate a little bit of deviation. Once again, just shows how the ball is zipping past Amanullah Rafiqi, who's looking to hit the ball hard. 9 gone, 32 for 3.
Shafi Jan continues from the Oman tail end. Full toss, just wide of that fielder at backward point, and Usman, who is looking to make it count, gets a boundary to his name on this occasion.
Yeah, now looking to score prolifically, and probably the offside was the only place where he hadn't tried to hit a boundary, and now possibly just breached that frontier as well. Usman throwing his bat at it outside the off stump, full toss, and Shafi Jan will be very glad that it's only a boundary and not a maximum. So some runs off the bat of Usman, and Renaissance challengers will breathe a huge sigh of relief. Much better from Shafiq Jan into the right-hander, using that hard length and change of pace as well.
Let's not forget that Shafiq Jan has come in to the team. It's his first game, and that's where he'll be a little rusty. I think it's a father-son duo having a word. Is that Mr. Habibullah? Not really? Got that wrong then.
This time just cuts it only for a single. So he's happy to rotate strike, but right now Amanullah Rafiqi certainly needs to get going here. At the moment, 3 for 12 is not looking pretty. That certainly seemed to be the coach of Majis Titans, and then along with him Rahil Habibullah. Boy, he'll be in action very soon. Aryan Bisht, a young lad, strong, and certainly found his mojo in this tournament this season. Aryan Bisht with the bat, with the ball, a man of the match award as well. Works it away towards the onside. I think he's got enough bat on it. The ball racing on this very, very quick carpet in Al Amrat. Amanullah Rafiqi now looking to do some scoring in multiples.
This is mediocre stuff. Very mediocre from Shafiq Jan. All that hard work which was done by the two opening bowlers is being lost with that wayward line and length of Shafiq. 21 runs conceded in 10 deliveries.
Yeah, well, how often you've seen that a bowler just coming back into the scheme of things, giving his first over in the middle of a tournament, and then suddenly seems out of sorts, whereas he's supposed to seem really fresh. Oh, much better delivery. Skidded on. Got that extra bit of bounce. Kept it away from the right-hander. Only going to be a single, but still this has turned out to be quite expensive. As many as 10 so far with the ball to go.
Don't really think that Shafiq Jan will be trusted by any more overs unless and until he can pick up a wicket here.
Plenty of experience behind Shafiq Jan. He'll possibly just be taken out of the attack for a few overs and then allow him to reassess. Looks to cut, misses, gets nothing but air. A dot ball to end the over, but nearly 10 of it. At the halfway stage, 42 for the loss of 3 Renaissance challengers.
Wasim Ali comes into the attack. And a quick single will allow them to rotate. Coming into the strike is Mudassir Ali Qureshi at the com box. What's your strategy today, Mudassir? Are you going to be playing off the front foot or off the back foot? Positive or defensive?
I always love to be on the front foot, Pranav.
Swept.
Said that, you need to be very smart. You need to know when to back out, when to go on that defensive mode. When Pranav is sitting next to me in the com box, you need to be very careful.
You have to be only careful. Dancing down the track, this is a very good shot. Amanullah using the best area in the field to strike the ball, that is just over the bowler's head.
This is why you need to have that positive intent. Using the feet, clean and nice connection, finds the boundary. An attacking approach from Amanullah.
The only person you need to be defensive against is the legendary Jamil Zaidi, aka Jammy Boy. Because when he comes all guns blazing, you have to be losing your weapons.
The best way is you better stay off strike, wait at the non-striker end. When Jamil sir is in the com box, it's always lovely to have you, Jamil sir, and Amin Wagle providing those insights about Oman cricket. And not only that, those vibes are the most important thing. I believe when you are in the com box, you need to have those positive vibes so that you can call this beautiful game. It's all about the teamwork, Pranav.
Absolutely. The flag of Oman is flying high, and so is the Oman cricket flag, because the Oman D20 is making tremors here at the Oman Cricket Academy. The world is viewing it, and the world is enjoying the quality of cricket that is available in Oman. Your thoughts? You've been around the world, you've been to various parts of the world as a broadcaster, covering the quality of cricket around the world. What's your say on Oman and its cricket? Probably it's going to be change of balls.
I openly said n number of times, whether I was in Qatar or in Nepal, when I started my career as a commentator. My first visit outside the UAE, it was Nepal for Premier Cup. Then I was in Qatar a couple of times, in Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, but I'm not shy to say that Oman is like a second home to me. I really enjoy coming back to Oman. The quality of cricket is at its best. The venue, this is one of the most beautiful venues when it comes to the open grounds, especially in the Asian continent. And if you compare worldwide, we have few stadiums, in fact grounds in New Zealand, one in India, but I think Oman Cricket Academy, this venue stands in top 3 for me.
Absolutely. One of those prolific grounds which was strategically constructed. What wonderful visuals we have there. Good spread out field as well, but what makes it very valuable is that the primary sport, or the most important sport in Oman, is football. There are a few other sports, hockey, volleyball is one of them, and few other sports which have the limelight. And with time, cricket is catching up, right up there. So many locals have opted to follow the sport. They have started playing the sport. Driven down the ground will be a single. Last year, if I'm not making a mistake, Premier is the highest division, second division is intermediate, and the team which was in the podium finishes was an all Omani team. just a couple of years ago. And that's the development of cricket in Oman. And then when you are talking about the women's cricket, the juniors, a little bit of a misfield. It'll still be interesting. They're going to be going up. He uses assistance there. Zaman Qureshi.
The fielder had a fall, the wicket keeper, and so was the batter. Everyone put in the dive for their life, especially the batter. What an effort from Amir Kaleem.
It was the arm ball, not reading it right, Osman. He was half ahead. And Amir Kaleem putting in everything. Can this be a goner? This is touch and go. This is going to be really close. It's probably going to be curtains. This is going to be touch and go. This is going to be really interesting because if you look at the second bail, the bail which is away from us, that is the bail you need to consider.
Athleticism at its best by Amir Kaleem. Yes, there you go. Now we have got that clear visual for me. He's short of his crease, but we need to wait for that decision from the TV umpire. But full marks to Amir Kaleem. A young Amir Kaleem yet again throwing himself. He was off balance, but he made sure to release the ball in the right direction. It took some time to reach into the hands of the wicket keeper. There you go. The signal comes out. The red light. It means you need to stop there. Your innings comes to an end. Usman, who was just looking to get going here, mix up, and credit should be given to Captain Amir Kaleem.
A big brain fade movement for Usman. It was never a single, and that's where he'll be mighty disappointed with him. 10.5 overs, 49 for the loss of 4, and Renaissance challengers need to give it a thought. Trying to get his mark right, Sufyan Mahmood. Won't be wrong in calling him the old warhorse of Renaissance challenges. He's been around for Renaissance challenges for a very long time. Very experienced. A national player for ages. And that's where he needs to stand up and stand up tall. Will get a single to deep mid wicket. 11 overs gone. It's going to be a 50. For Renaissance challengers, they will have a moment of celebration, but they will be in consideration that 4 wickets down, they need to do a good amount of structuring. On a wicket where there is sufficient assistance for the spinners. We have seen the spinners enjoying themselves as well. But Mudipa, talking about that movement of sportsman spirit from Amanullah, suggesting to the umpire that the ball has flicked off his thigh pad. And so often we talk about spirit of cricket and cricket being a gentleman's game. Such a good factor to see live on television where a batter is honest and says that it is, even when the decision was in his favor, umpire called it as a wide, he suggested to the umpire that no, it's flicked off me, it shouldn't be a wide. Love that spirit of cricket.
No respect for Amanullah. And that too when the runs were hard to come. Yet again, yes and no. Sent back by Sufyan Mahmood, a direct hit. It's a bullseye. They practiced a lot when it comes to those direct hits. Going upstairs. This time, Wasim Ali. What a clean pickup and release. 50-50 says Amir Kaleem.
50-50. And that's something that Renaissance challengers don't want, because if it's in their favor, it's okay. Or else, it's the big wicket of Sufyan Mahmood. Oh, he's okay. He's okay. This is good running. Oh, it was Amanullah.
No more heart attacks for Renaissance challengers. But talking about Amanullah, I think he's safe there and waiting for that confirmation whether, in fact, it should be the green light. The way we have seen those visuals.
Don't create any more drama. It is going to be a green light. You know it. I know it. They know it. Give them the confirmation. It's mere formalities. Good drag of the bat. Look at the technique. Love that technique. Drag your bat across the line. This is good from Amanullah. That's the confirmation. You've been watching too much of Daily Soap. Cut well. It's going to be a single. They're pushing for the second. They'll make it comfortably. Amanullah is quick.
More than watching the Daily Soap, the way things panned out, starting 5 days of this tournament, those thrillers, close games. So we are always on our toes, and what a tournament we are witnessing, Pranav. So I just don't want to get carried away. It's always better to wait for those confirmations.
And there is one team which makes it a thriller. No hints for guessing. That team is playing this game. It has to be one of them. Just one clue that they are wearing a black kit.
In fact, both the teams, couple of times, losing those games on the final delivery. Renaissance Challenge, wherein Majis Titans, what a win on the final delivery against Yalla Shabab Giants.
That was a big one.
The winning spree of Yalla Shabab came to an end. Vishwa, what a hit. The final delivery goes for a maximum. This is the beauty of this tournament.
It's been incredible. It's been an incredible journey so far. We'll talk more about it. 12 overs done. Renaissance challengers are trying to find a way through. 53 for 4. Wasim Ali continues from the Oman LNG end. 8 runs of his first over. What you get with Wasim Ali is that he's very accurate. He uses his height to his advantage with that lush green cover on the wicket. He will get a little bit of an extra bounce. And that's where his arm ball will be even more effective than the one which turns into the left-hander.
Very talented bowler, rightly said by you, and he's up against his former captain, Sufyan Mahmood. What is interesting to see, a quick single, slow off the block was Usman. What is interesting to see the way he grip and release the ball. He's not trying to grip it tightly, just giving that support, that thumb.
Saves the umpire.
Release.
Saves the umpire on that occasion. But rightly said, the release is what you were talking about.
This is why you need to be on your toes when Pranav Mehta is in the comp box. Cut hard but straight towards the fielder. Quite interestingly, Asia Cup around the corner, we have seen India and Pakistan. They came out with their squad. Still we are waiting for Oman to announce the list of players who will be travelling for the historic Asia Cup, which will be held in Dubai and Abu Dhabi in UAE.
Tell me 5 players that you're looking out.
So if you want me to talk about 5 new entry,
5 generic players. One is going to be Jatinder Singh. I'm going to remove that out. So 4 more.
See, it's easy for me. Jatin, Amir Kaleem, Mohammad Nadeem. You have Vinayak Shukla when it comes to the fast bowling department. Hasnain, you have Shakil Ahmed. So I can give you 6, 7, 8, 9. But yet again, I don't want to be in a rush. So coaches and the selectors, they'll be making a call, and I'm pretty sure they'll come up with a strong squad for the upcoming Asia Cup.
I'm sure they're going to be talking about a very strong squad for the Asia Cup. They've made the tremors in the Asian circuit and the world circuit, and they want to continue that momentum. We'll talk more about that. 13 overs gone, 56 for the loss of 4. AK, Amir Kaleem. Dancing down the track, hit straight, not a lot of power, not a lot of middle as well, and that's where it's only going to be scampered for a single. Coming back to our topic, I'm talking about the 5 main players who are going to be making the base for Oman, the core.
Now also keeping in mind this tournament, the right time they have organized, keeping in mind Asia Cup, which is going to happen next month. So the performances matters. For me, Captain Jatinder, he's the key when it comes to getting those runs. And in the middle order, you need someone like Mohammad Nadeem, the experienced Mohammad Nadeem, and not only with the bat, but also he's a useful all-rounder. He has that knack of picking those wickets. So we have got 2 players. The third is the new face. In fact, he made his debut last season, and we have seen what damage he can do to the other teams with the bat. It's Vinayak Shukla. He holds the key, especially on those surfaces where runs will be hard to come. And Vinayak Shukla is a kind of a batter who loves to go after the bowlers. And if he can provide that impetus, 150, 160, if you're playing at Dubai Cricket Stadium, it's a winning total if Oman bat first. And for bowling, I think it clearly depends on 2 bowlers. For me, Shakil Ahmed and Hasnain. If these 2 are among the wickets, and I'm pretty sure that Oman can qualify for the next round.
If you're trying to prove this man wrong when he's talking about his home team, it's going to be almost impossible, because the amount of time which he spends in Oman, it wouldn't be wrong to say that it is his home away from home.
That too, when you have close ones around you. It's like a family for me now. I can order Pranav. Once I get up early in the morning, straight away I put a message to Pranav. Pranav, I need this thing in the breakfast or in the lunch, and straight away he gets me that. So that clearly shows the love we share in the comp box as well as outside the comp box. 14 overs gone, 59 for the loss of 4. Interesting change. A confident looking Aryan Bisht with his off break deliveries. So straight away a run to start this over. And when it comes to the hospitality and talking about my fellow commentators, not shy to talk about Jamil sir. He makes sure whenever we are here, if it's a 15-day tournament or 30 days tournament, he always comes up with his tea kettle, Halim, and on Friday it's special, it's biryani. I'm not sure tomorrow we are going to get that biryani or not, but I'm making sure that Jamil bhai listen to us.
It's in his mind now. He's under the pressure now. Pressure is not on Renaissance Challenges in the middle. It is also on Jammy Boy here at the combox. Firing it in. One player which has really impressed me in this edition of Oman D20 with his transformation is Aryan Bisht. He was a decent bowler last season. This time, I wouldn't be wrong in saying that he's transforming into an all-rounder. He can bat. Oh, that could have been lethal.
The way he's progressing, it clearly shows he has that smart thinking. A rare loser, but it was an extraordinary shot. He knows exactly with that angle he's going to bowl away from him. He got ready on the back foot and dispatched towards that mid-wicket.
If you want a definition of commentator's curse, just play this video, the last 60 seconds, and you will get the perfect definition of commentator's curse. Just when we were appreciating Aryan Bisht, this is what he does. And in a game where singles are hard to find, a maximum. A good diving effort in vain. A maximum followed by a boundary. And all of a sudden, just when Aryan Bisht was being appreciated, he's having one of those poor moments in the field. Two very short deliveries.
Easy picking. Coming around the wicket, he's trying to keep it away. Not too quick this time, but well managed. Waited and dispatched towards that extra cover region. So good over in progress. Amanullah run a ball 30, getting runs for challengers. Slabbed just for a single. 13 runs. Not a good start for Aryan Bisht. 15 overs gone, 72 for the loss of 4.
Single to long off. And with that, it's going to be change in voices. It is Mr. Wagley joining Mr. Zaidi.
.73 for 4 at the moment. Renaissance Challengers at the stroke of 15 overs here. Sufyan Mahmood and Amanullah Rafiqi. So just that one wicket from over number 10 to over number 15, and somewhere down the line Amanullah Rafiqi has managed to make up of all that lost time he had in the middle, almost on run a ball at the moment. Also in partnering with him is Sufyan Mahmood, who should be looking to play with some sort of responsibility. He's the senior partner there, and of course senior partner with me in the combox, Mr. Jamil Zaidi.
Thank you, Amin. Played it out towards the deep square leg. Amin, I'll just share you one thing today. We have talking about Amir Kaleem and of course Mohammad, the stalwarts, the veterans. Today, Amir Kaleem looks to be in a different mood at all. Got a slip, good catch in the slip, a run out, and excellent captainship.
Oh, big shot. thumps it towards the cow corner. But no, it's just going to end up in the hands of the fielder. Abid Ali will pouch that. So Amir Kaleem certainly deserving a lot of praise. Excellent field placement and certainly anticipating that itchiness in Sufyan Memo to score some quick runs.
That's the pressure putting on Sufyan Memo, the most experienced player. He's not coming up good as far as the batting is concerned. And what a brilliant captainship by Amir Kaleem. Got a wicket, got a catch and got a run out. It is 75 for 5, Renaissance Challengers.
New batter in Asif Khan, and he'll certainly want to break a few shackles here of his own. He'll want to break or rewrite some horrific memories of the last two games. Works it away towards the onside. So at the moment, off the mark, and he'll certainly look to keep strike in that next over. 16 gone, 76 for 5 Renaissance Challengers. Spin from both ends. Asif Khan Pathan and Amanullah Rafiqi, both right-handed batters, so probably the right time to reintroduce Usman Ali. 0 for 3 in his 2 overs so far. Works it away for a single. Well, a absolutely miserly approach by Usman Ali and especially the entire Majis Titans pace battery. What was it so different today? I think they've come out all guns blazing this afternoon.
Absolutely. They do have a very good fighting side, but today things looks to be quite difficult. All are bringing him up with the confidence.
Oh, another big shot now. Looking to slog it out of the park. Amanullah Rafiqi is out there for quite some time at the moment. And now, after that runnable resurrection, he'll certainly upping the ante. A good 6 to have.
Brilliant. Today Amanullah is doing the other role now. He's a good bowler also, but today he's come good as a batter. And this is the right time, for get some big shots to get the score moving on to 130, 140.
Yes, absolutely. And they should be eyeing to amass as much as possible. What they've done is some sort of correction in the entire flow of innings. At the end of the power play, they were sub 20. And now, 16 overs down the line, 83 for 5. Very, very close to the 3-figure mark. And that could be an important psychological advantage when they come out to bowl. Especially if they can reach that 3-figure mark. Will give the bowlers something to bowl at, something to defend.
It's right time now, and Amanullah's doing the right thing now, trying to attack the bowlers. Got some valuable runs for his team. They were struggling so far, losing 5 wickets, just 83 on the board, with another 4 overs about to go.
Oh, looking to charge down the track, and straight away a false shot from Amanullah Rafiqi, and the woes continue for Renaissance Challengers as wickets keep tumbling at regular intervals. Usman Ali finally getting a breakthrough, a wicket to enhance those bowling figures. 83 for 6. Have a look at that once again.
What a brilliant spell from Usman. Outside the effort. It's another curse of the commentators. As Pranav was talking about Aryan Bisht, and today just speaking nice about Ahmadullah, and finally got an edge and back to the pavilion. Wicket number 6 gone.
.3. Amir Shah is the new batter in. Can certainly tongue the ball a long way, so he's an aggressive batter. The left-hand, right-hand combination out in the centre will only trouble Usman Ali at the moment. He's got 3 balls to do some damage to Usman Ali's absolutely exciting figures here. 1 for 10 in 2.3. He's given nothing away to the batters.
Absolutely brilliant bowling spell from him.
Big shot, it's aerial, and straight away Amir Shah looks to take on Usman Ali. It's a favourable matchup, and that this matchup is in favour of Amir Shah, and straight away looking to tonk a 6.
What a way to get in. Just very first delivery over to the long off boundary for the maximum. Time for them to come and hit some big sixes that we're talking about. No time left for them to go for the singles and doubles.
Absolutely, certainly. You can see that adrenaline pumping for Amir Shah. They really want to get to that 3-figure mark. He'll be in action with the ball as well later on in this afternoon in the second innings. Looks to hit this time downtown. 2 fielders looking to converge. Some excellent work there out there in the deep. Wasim Ali and Aryan Bish collaborating, and Aryan Bish, the youngster, looking to juggle and make sure 2 runs are saved.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. Just stop 2 valuable runs for this team. That's the commitment those players have got today. Totally different looking team.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think these are 3 runs, but then have a look at that. Yes, just in time. Deftly played. Trying to take on the single. Take on that fielder at gully. So it's going to be a single to end the over. 17 gone, 91 for 6 Renaissance challengers. .17 gone, 91 for 6 Renaissance challengers. Syed Amir Kaleem brings himself into the attack once again. Similar sort of figures to that of Usman Ali. And 1 for 10 in his 3, so he's been quite miserly as well. A single now of the first ball. There's no second guesses what Amir Shah and Asif Khan Pathan would be looking to do here, and that's to go hammer and tongs and get a few maximums to their name.
Well, Asif has a lot of runs to score for his team. So far, he's not successful. He is a hard hitter, always looking for big shot, but up to the last match, didn't come to his expectation of being a hard hitter batter.
Tossed it up. Not able to get that ball onto the pitch, so Amir Kaleem will be only too glad that that full toss was not dispatched. He'll have to do much better with Asif Khan Pathan because he's a regular batter. He's a first-rate batter. And just like that, plays inside out. He's worked the field wonderfully, at least 2 here. We'll get it comfortably.
Well, no time for them to go for this. Must try to get on each and every ball. I mean, to get at least match past 130 around. Lot of runs due from Asif. And this is the best time for him to come up.
This time thumbs towards the cow corner. Fielder position there to keep that to as minimum as possible. So a single now. Amir Shah will be licking his lips. Amir Kaleem, the favourable matchup. Any loose ball and he'll look to tonk it downtown.
What a brilliant dispel Amir Kaleem has done so far.
Keeps it away from the left-hander. He's hit that very, very hard. Crunched it towards the cover region. So certainly intentions are clear.
Must do something. Got come more. Boundaries at least. One in and over. That will make them a bit comfortable.
Oh, gently pushed for a single. So he'll keep strike the next over. Asif Khan Pathan, 18 gone, 98 for 6 Renaissance challengers. $18 overs gone, Renaissance challengers 98 for 6. The penultimate over to the best bowler so far in this innings. Hemal Tandale 2 for 6 in his third. He'll be looking to finish his spell with a flourish. Just 6 runs and 2 wickets. He's bowled 3 overs, make no mistake. He's looked absolutely threatening as far as the Majis Titans are concerned. Came down heavily in that power play, bowled all 3 overs on the trot and not gave an inch to the batters. What can he do now? Delivers that right too full away from the right-handed batter. Only a single, Asif Khan Pathan.
Absolutely brilliant bowling stuff from Hemal Tandale. In the initial stage, got 2 valuable wickets with some blistering pace. Once again, it looks to be a sorry figure for the Renaissance challengers. Is still struggling to get runs.
Well, they've certainly managed to get 99 of them. They'll take that any day. Oh, brilliant. What a strike from Amir Shah. Never looked to keep it down. Cleared that front leg and tonked him for a big, big 6. Amir Shah is looking dangerous at the moment.
A right time for him to do the right thing. What the team requires from him is doing what exactly he did asked to do. 2 towering 6s. This one was one of the best he has played so far. Just picked the ball outside the off stump. A huge, mighty 6.
Yeah, never too easy, especially with somebody like the pace of Hemal Tandale. The way he just wanted to keep it moving away from the left-hander at all times. Amir Shah adjusted according to the line, cleared that front leg, went down low, got the leverage. And what an exciting shot that was, making a statement. 105, bringing on the 3-figure mark for the Renaissance challengers, that maximum from the bat of Amir Shah. Got nothing to lose here, backs against the wall. Renaissance challengers still yet to score their first 2 points in the league. Once again, looks to do something similar, but the result the opposite. Hemal Tandale picks up his 3rd wicket.
Last love for Hemal Tandale. After that brilliant mighty 6, he came back strongly, got his 3rd wicket.
Well, you can't complain there. Hits, or rather strikes the off stump of Amir Shah coming from over the wicket. And certainly the Renaissance challengers won't be complaining too much because Amir Shah has played some sort of a cameo here, 15 of 6 deliveries. 105 for 7 Renaissance. .3, 105 for the loss of 7 wickets at the moment. The Renaissance Challenger batters will be C-ball, hit ball mode. Just like that. At the moment, for this delivery, it's going to be nothing but air. Nadeem is the new batter in.
Outside the off stump, and this is the one which has got the wicket of Amir Shah. It's very, very accurate. I mean, bowling within the stumps with its variations, pace, enough extra bounce off the wicket.
This time, once again, Kraft fully just kept it away from the left-handed batter. He knows that they're looking to clear that front leg and target that cow corner, target down the ground. Some talismanic stuff here from Hemal Tandil. He'll be very happy. The Majis Titans refreshed with a couple of days of break in between the tournament, and they started off that break with a win on their last match night. So good confidence. Looking to charge, and straight away this one's high and mighty. Nadeem taking Hemal Tandil out of the equation here. A 6 to end the over. Hemal Tandil will not like that last ball. 3 for 19 in his spell of 4 overs as they end the 19th over for 111 for 7. Have a look at that once again.
Coming down the wicket from the meat of the bat. Perhaps the longest 6 we have seen today. Beautifully played. Right from the meat of the bat. And
yes,
more needed for them to carry up.
clean hitting, yep. End of the over. Last over of this innings, Renaissance Challengers on 1-1-1 for the loss of 7 wickets. Asif Khan Pathan and Nadeem, both of whom are prolific strikers of the ball. They look to take on Abid Ali, who has been entrusted to end the innings well for the Majis Titans. It's just about time to figure out in which favour does the momentum swing. Oh, full toss. Crunch towards the covers. It's only going to be a single. He'll be glad that's not gone for more.
Abid also bowled well, superbly today. The intentions of Majis Titans looks to be very, very different today. They are always positive. Amir Kaleem at the toss time, he mentioned that we are trying to come back again, regrouped ourselves, and today they have shown what they have in their kitty. Brilliant fielding, brilliant bowling from their fast bowlers, Abid and Hemal Tandil.
This time short. How has that missed the stumps? And it's just going to end up in a mishap anyways. If it hasn't missed the stumps, the non-striker is going to lose his wicket anyways. So a fluster of emotions here for the Renaissance Challengers as Asif Khan Pathan, another disappointing end to an innings. 10 of 9 for him as Renaissance Challengers lose their 8th wicket.
Totally needless, totally needless. You know, Nadeem has hit a maximum in the last over and he wants to take the strike. But Nadeem has absolute no interest to get the run, standing on his crease. Look at that one. Missed it straight to the wicket keeper and Asif Khan. No breaks at all. Going to shake hands with Nadeem.
Absolutely, no breaks at all. That was a good one. Right then, Nadeem still on strike. Looks to throw in the kitchen sink. Not able to get it. Turning out to be a very handy over. So can Abid finish this over off in style? Can he be the only bowler who's not gone for a 6 after coming back from that excellent spell in the power play? Hemal Tandil has gone for a maximum. Amir Kaleem and Usman Ali both went for maximums when they came to bowl their 4th overs. Abid Ali is pending.
Once again, dismal show from the results challenges as far as the batting is concerned.
Oh, on track here. Fielder looking to settle underneath it. And straight into the hands of Wasim Ali, who doesn't drop many. So wicket number 2 for Abid Ali in his favour. And he'll be super glad about that. Losing their 9th wicket, the Renaissance challengers.
Once again, Abid Ali bowling outside the off stump and he hammered it, got the top edge with the waiting hands of Wasim Ali. Right on the fence. Wicket number 9. Back to the hut for Renaissance challengers.
$112 for the loss of 9 wickets. Rafi, the new man in, he's a right-hander, but Abid Ali still will stick to plans. No change, no major change in field here. Look to keep it away from the right-hander outside the off-stump. But no, he targets the stump. A little bit of help from the non-striker will only help them get a single. And now Hanif shall be on strike. He's out there courtesy that run out of Asif Khan Pathan. Abid Ali has come back really, really well in this spell. Just that 1 over, no boundary so far, dot balls, only singles being taken, so the batters have no clue how to deal with him at the moment.
Well, all credit to this Majis Titans captain who really lead the team from the front. Total attacking cricket he has played today and displayed himself also that one of the best stalwart and missed all-rounder.
Drills down the ground. Will look for getting those extra runs. A fumble in the field will allow them to get 2. Will it be enough? Is this a pass score on this sort of a wicket? Only time will tell, but all we know right now is 20 overs have passed. The Renaissance challengers have managed to get 115 for the loss of 9 wickets. What a brilliant end to this innings by Abid Ali. 2 for 13 in his 4 overs. The Majis Titans might be smiling ear to ear at the moment.
Well, all credit to the bowlers. Let us go for the batting card of nothing to talk about much except for Usman Ali, who scored 26 and a very good knock throw of 39 of 35 by Amalullah Rafiqi. The rest of the batter didn't come up, not even the 2 figures mark. So there were 20 overs gone, 3 extras, 115 for 9 Renaissance challengers.
Only 3 extras in that bowling effort by the Majis Titans in match number 13 probably goes to say the discipline with which the Majis Titans turned up today. Hemal Tandil 3 for 19, Abid Khan 2 for 13. He ended the innings exceptionally well. 1 for 18 in 3 overs. Usman Ali Afridi, Amir Kaleem 1 for 17, and they made sure that 9 wickets fell for the Renaissance challengers. Didn't give an inch. Apart from Aryan Bisht and Shafi Jan, the rest of the bowlers absolutely economical and miserly.
Great performance.
And these are how things started. Wickets responding to winning the toss. Amir Kaleem electing to bowl first, and certainly the bowlers answered their captain's call. They backed him up. Wickets at regular intervals. This bowled off the Renaissance challengers, batters. Shafi Jan a little wayward, so runs came off him. Wasim Ali, in whose over that run out was affected. A few fireworks from the bat of Amir Shah. Sufyan Mahmood to try a little bit, but then had to hole out towards deep mid-wicket. Few sixes towards the end. But then Amanullah Rafiqi had to walk back. He made nearly 39 runs of 35 deliveries. Hemal Tandale then coming into the last over of his spell was taken to the cleaners all over, but then finally striking Amir Shah out. A big six off the bat of the left-hander. But then looking to get that extra run, Asif Khan Pathan was run out. Abid Ali keeping his composure in that last over for the Majis Titans. A skyer seeing the end of Nadeem. Wasim Ali safe hands as always. At the end of the day, of course, Majis Titans going back into that dugout looking very, very happy. They've got things under control, they would like to think. But then have they? Because Renaissance challengers will look to give a tough fight. Whether or not this is going to be an easy chase, we'll only find out after a short break as the run chase will begin.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. one well. That is the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edge the way, yes it is.
Day 6 and Majis Titans, yet again, they are looking good, especially the fast bowlers. They bowled quite well to keep Renaissance Challengers under 120. They could only manage 115 for the loss of 9. Usman Ali took his own time before he got those 26. Quick 39 from Amanullah Rafiqi, but not much contribution coming from the other batter, the likes of Ahmad Mirza. Yet again a flop show. 3 extras from the bowling unit of Majis Titans. It clearly shows the discipline in their bowling, and they exploited the early conditions in their favour. Joining me in the comm box for the first set of 5 is Amin Wagle. Good evening, Amin and Majis Titans. What a team. They came in this tournament with completely different plans and the combination working in their favour.
Well, good afternoon, and of course, answering the captain's call to bowl first, and you rightly pointed out that utilizing and capitalizing on the conditions and that pitch very, very early, because look at those first 2 names there, Hemal Tandel and Abid Khan in the power play, absolutely lethal, picking up wickets at regular intervals, 3 for 4 in 4 overs, 3 wickets in 4 overs and 19 runs only for Tandel. Abid Khan 2 for 13 in their 4 overs, and those economy rates probably state the obvious for the Majis Titans and the Renaissance Challengers, who've been looking to find a little bit of momentum in this whole tournament so far. They've played, this is probably their 5th game, and they've just not managed to score a single point. On the other hand, Majis Titans, what a resurrection of fate and what a resurrection of results. Topping the table at the moment in those 4 games. They've just dropped that 1 game against Muscat Thunderers. And then other than that, they've just been looking to feed on the new imports, on the new signings and the fresh faces in their team. Plenty of experience in that dugout right now for Majis Titans, and plenty of impact players in Majis Titans.
Oh, absolutely. And it's also important that they have got new players, but what is most important thing is how do you use them, how do you give them their place in the batting lineup, or how do you utilize them in the bowling, which they did pretty well. The likes of Amir Kalim, the captain, marshalling the troops quite well, and Renaissance Challengers, they are not having a good tournament yet to register the first victory in this tournament. The batting let them down throughout this tournament, I mean.
Yes, absolutely. And it's also going to be the game sense with which Renaissance Challengers are operating out there. More events of things not going their way rather than what it should happen is the other way around. They should be bossing crucial moments of the game, because they have plenty of experience in that side. The likes of Sufyan, the likes of Rafi, and then you've got Hamad Ifraq, Hamad Mirza, all in that national team setup. So they certainly should be looking to boss those crucial moments in the game, in the innings, and turn the tide in their favor. But at the moment, it's all eyes on the black and gold of Majis Titans, because whenever you're winning games, or everyone in that squad, everyone in that lineup certainly looks good. They all are looking very, very pretty. And at every instance, you'll always find a player putting up their hand and responding to the captain's call, or, responding for the team's cause. If the first game was all about late batting down the order, Wasim Ali coming out playing a frenzy knock, but then after that, you'll find Aryan Bisht, a youngster, just stepping up and scoring some crucial runs along with Vishwa. And now today you see the bowlers stepping up in the power play.
Great unit. in making for Majis Titans. And it will be right-hand, left-hand combination for Majis Titans. A slip in position, Zaman Qureshi, the on-field umpire, making sure everything is in place, taking his own time. A regulation field, I believe, against the right-hand batter and Rafi. He'll be bowling that first over. Abhinav and Amir Kalim at top of the order for Majis Titans. Plenty of spots up for grab for the upcoming Asia Cup. Still the team has not been announced. So it's a very good opportunity for the players to perform well.
Yeah, certainly grab a few eyeballs here, grab attention. A good performance, a fancy shot, bossing a particular bowler as far as the batters are concerned, and then you put it up on social media and you get that sort of well-deserved attention. Oh, beautiful. What a way to start things off. Abhinav just caressing it towards the point boundary for some early runs for Majis Titans.
Pure class and timing from Abhinav. The very first ball leaning on that front foot and gentle push towards that point and cover region. In no time, the ball just crossed that boundary line. It clearly shows it's a lightning quick outfield here at Oman Cricket Academy. What a start for Abhinav and Titans.
This probably shows what Majis Titans are thinking. The moment you know that you are winning games, you start thinking about what's next. And what's next is to up the net run rate. Oh, runs here. As many as 4. A close look at the umpire and he signals runs off the bat. So, certainly a well-deserved and a well-sought-after start for the Majis Titans. Have a look at that.
Good use of the feet, and he knows exactly what the bowler was going to do. That is the reason he stepped out and not trying to hit it hard. Played close to the body and using those wrists. Back-to-back boundaries. What a start for Abhinav and for Titans.
And that's probably the right way to do things here. Majis Titans. This time just a gentle push, no run here. But they've already got a couple of boundaries, 8 runs. They want to finish this off early, don't they?
And interestingly, during the first innings break, we were just looking at that points table. Majis Titans top of the table with 6 points. Royal Oman Stallions, Jala Shabab, they also have 6 points in the kitty. But what is interesting to see is that net run rate. Majis Titans is having a very good net run rate with 1.08. They're at top of the table. And they just want to play that kind of aggressive cricket. And if they can win this game in 13-14 overs, and it will boost their net run rate more, and they'll have that lead with the Yalla Shabab and Royal Oman Stallions just behind them.
Yes, absolutely. Both the Yalla Shababs and Majis Titans on that net run rate of 1.08 and 1, and then Royal Oman Stallions with 6 points. So 3 teams tied for that final berth. Only 2 teams qualified to the finals. So every point and every win matters here from here onwards. Majis Titans will look to finish this off, make that statement victory, and then deem themselves as untouchable. But before that, we still have a few more matches to go in this Oman D20 powered by Fancode. So a lot of interest into how things pan out for the Majis Titans. This is an absolute cracker of a chance for them. Oh, once again looks to caress outside the off stump. Abhinav has looked really good. Looking to wait for the ball to come onto the bat very nicely. Dot ball to end the over. Majis Titans off to a start. 8 for no loss.
Plenty of action here at the Oman Cricket Academy. See some familiar faces, some important faces all around the ground, looking after proceedings here at Oman Cricket. Works it away, quick single. Very, very crucial this innings here for Amir Kaleem. He's falling short on runs. He's not able to get off to a flying start. And certainly with the Asia Cup coming up in the next month or so, very important in the whole scheme of things for Oman cricket at the moment, Amir Kaleem.
And we haven't seen Amir Kaleem much with the ball as well. Yes, he has got those starts with the bat, but the kind of player he is, he's an impactful player. We have seen the way he took those catches and created those run-out chances.
In the air, takes the outside edge, a little bit of a chase for Sufyan Mahmood. But by the time he fetches it, it's going to be as good as 3 here, if I'm not mistaken. 2, I believe.
Most of the runs coming from the blade of Abhinav, who has got those couple of boundaries. And talking about Amir Kaleem, he's still a live wire in the field. We always talk about Sanju Sajib, but Amir Kaleem just cannot keeping him away. But here the spinner strikes. Amanullah, what a tournament he's having. Yet again among the wickets, that too in his first over. Abhinav trying to force against Amanullah, dancing down the track and misses the line completely. First casualty.
Yeah, one shot too many. He was certainly looking very dangerous, Abhinav, and looking to take on the bowler, charging down the track. That little bit of deviation after hitting the seam on the deck. Amanullah deceives Abhinav. First breakthrough for Renaissance Challengers as Muscat Thunderers are 11 for the loss of 1 wicket. Outworks Jihan Cloet. And I did mention earlier that the Majis Titans find an inspiration every match. If the first 3 games have been horrific for Jihan Cloet, inviting criticism, in the 4th game, Jihan Cloet stepped up and scored some crucial runs for Majis Titans and ensured a win. It was all in a winning cause. All eyes on the South African, well-experienced South African, Jihan Cloet.
A slip. Welcome Jihan, and look at that glorious drive. Showing his class, Jihan. Early days for this young lad here at Oman Cricket Academy, but he has already shown his class. Beautiful boundary to get off the mark.
Yes, absolutely. Opened the face of the bat at the right time. Waited for the ball to come and played it under his eyes. And that is what made the difference. It probably shows the class and now the form. After a boundary now, just a sedate dot ball.
Quite new conditions, but he adapted to these new conditions quite well, Jihan.
Looking to shuffle and play something innovative, but then decides against that idea. 15 for 1 after 2 Majis Titans. First look at Hanif
from Renaissance Challengers, and he is probably in place of Ibrar Hussain. Used to bowl medium pace at around the same time in the power play.
He reminds me of Senanayake, the off-break bowler of Sri Lanka. Hanif getting an opportunity to show his skills with the ball. Can he get better of Gihan? Change in the field. Long off, and there is a fielder between deep square and deep mid-wicket stationed.
Yeah, straight away, Hanif responds, darts the ball into the left-hander, and Gihan will head back into that dugout. And it's because of the two left-handers out there. Majis Titans has an army of never-ending left-handers. The matchup working in favor of Renaissance Challengers.
It again, sharp turn, fresh wicket, but spinners. The second innings, all of a sudden, they are getting that assistance. Ball, it again keeping a bit low. And he misses the line completely. The man in form, Gihan, departs. Wicket number 2 goes down. Challengers, they are trying their best. It's 16 for the loss of 2.
Out walks another left-hander, Vishwa Wijeratne, and he's been key for Majis Titans in the last 3 games or so. Comes way down the order, but this time around he seems to have gotten a little bit of a promotion up the order to make use of that power play period. He's a good striker of the ball, very classy batter and very attractive to look at when he gets going. At the moment, Hanifullah, who has a tail up. Ooh, once again, they're looking absolutely happy as Vishwa Wijeratne has no answer to that. The bails are off, and he was probably waiting to see what exactly transpired there. But what actually happened was Hanif is looking to make inroads into that batting lineup of Majis Titans.
Even Zaman Khuriji, he enjoyed the dismissal. Tall number 17. He thought the ball just stumps that leg stick, but the keeper, he celebrated. And a slow and a late celebration for Hanif, but what a start. Back-to-back wickets. Both the left-handed batters back in the hut. Slow walk for Vishwa. Third wicket goes down.
Couple of back-to-back wickets to the name of Hanifullah, and suddenly Renaissance Challengers might be saying one word, and that is believe.
2 wickets on 2 deliveries, and this boy Hanif, what an entry in this tournament. The team is defending a modest total and attacking field for the first time in this tournament. There's a leg slip in position. First slip, short covers on a hat-trick, Hanif.
Wasim Ali looks to charge. He's taken that ball in the air, and that's a hat-trick from Hanifullah. What a time for the Renaissance Challengers to bounce back into the game. Hanifullah doing wonders here in the power play. Majis Titans have lost their 4th.
Oh, What a spell, what a start. The off-break bowler. Still there is a life for off-break bowler in modern day cricket. Records tumbling down here at Oman Cricket Academy. History has been created by Hanif. Playing his first game, he becomes the first bowler in this edition of Oman D20 to pick a hat-trick. Oh, from 16 for 1, all of a sudden, Titans, they're in deep, deep trouble. 16 for the loss of 4. It all started with that wicket of Gihan, an off-break bowler getting into the left-hand batter. Beautifully bowled. Dream delivery by Hanif to Vishwa. Then a flighted delivery. Poor shot selection, I mean.
Yes, absolutely. He just wanted to see off that hat-trick ball but couldn't control himself. Takes that little bit of time to make a choice onto that shot. And then the third wicket falls. Hanif has picked up 3, given just 1. And out comes the right-hander. So finally a right-hander for Majis Titans, Farisco Adams. This time way too short. Looks to get off the mark. And that's probably what any batter would want to do. Amir Kaleem on the non-striker's end. The captain wondering what's happening here.
All of a sudden, from fast bowlers paradise is turning out to be a spin track, favouring the spinners.
Look at that, not afraid to toss it up. So now finally some runs here from this Hanifullah over. But then I think he's done quite a bit of damage here. A hat-trick in his very first over in Oman D20 2025, powered by Fancode. Hanifullah, take a bow. 3 overs gone, 17 for the loss of 4. Left-hand, right-hand combination. At the moment, it's a right-hander, Farisco Adams, and up against him is Nadeem. The last time a matchup was introduced, Hanif, he ended up taking a hat-trick. Now, Nadeem being introduced as soon as Farisco Adams walks out to the middle. Farisco Adams comes with a reputation of something that he had done a couple of games ago, and that is to thrash the ball out of the park.
Excellent take. Brilliantly done by the wicket keeper. 116. Titans looking for another win. They started off really well, I mean, with those back-to-back boundaries, but all of a sudden, astute captaincy from Hamad, introducing spinners early into the game that made the difference.
Yeah, looking for a single, but the fielder at mid-on will try to cut that shot. And what was really amazing was the variation that Hanif tried in that particular over. Right arm off spin and brought the ball into the left-hander. Probably that's what surprised the two left-handed batters, Jihan Cloet and Vishwa. Whereas that Wasim Ali wicket was just a stunner.
That mid-on is a bit wide towards that mid-wicket. And with this length, it's not easy to go straight towards, down the ground towards that long on range. That is the reason Captain Hamad having a field setup which is a bit unorthodox.
Still unable to get any sort of runs with the bat in this over. Nadeem is doing this really well, and so are the Renaissance challengers, realizing that they might have a moment here. Oh, this is absolute class from Renaissance challengers, stepping up to the plate. The bowlers Nadeem and Hanifullah, 4 overs gone and 18 for the loss of 4, Majis Titans. 4 overs gone, 18 for 4, Majis Titans. Amir Kaleem now finally on strike. Oh, he's just making life difficult for the left-handers, isn't it?
An off-break bowler, the left-hand batter, they expect the ball to go away from them, but he has that knack of getting the ball into the left-hand batter with the same action, not using the wrist, with the fingers. He's getting the ball into the left-hand batter.
Once again, that infield towards the offside. Everyone inside the circle on their toes. They know that they are certainly onto something special. 3 for 2 at the moment. If they can manage to pull this wicket off Amir Kaleem, it's going to be wondrous. Once again, coming into the left-hander.
They just cannot afford another heartbreak. They started off really well, wicket after wicket in the previous over. 2 left-hand batters, clean bowled by the bowler. And this was the hat-trick delivery. Poor shot selection by Wasim Ali.
Oh, looks to drive in the air for a fair bit amount of time. Certainly, heart in the mouth moment for Amir Kaleem. What do they have to do here? They need a release shot. They really need a release shot here, the Majis Titans. Can Amir Kaleem deliver that? Very, very interesting proceedings here. Oh, finally gets underneath it. Will clear the ropes. So there we have it. Amir Kaleem breaking the shackles. It's a maximum here of Hanif.
He has executed it well. Asked by Amin Wagle for that release shot and the right time. That experience of Amir Kaleem going down on one knee and with the ball coming into the left-hander batter, what a hit. He went after the bowler and got a maximum, much needed maximum.
Yeah, finally some sense into this innings of Majis Titans. Looks to take that single, but will decide to go against that. Brilliant second over from Hanif. Just that one maximum spoiling the mood, but otherwise 5 overs gone, 24 for 4 Majis Titans at the moment.
So what a dramatic turnout here in this match. As we have seen so many times, the team who got out in a very modest total of less than 120 come back strongly. And that's what happened today. Joining in Pranav, what a way to come in. First hat-trick of the tournament. Brilliant stuff from Hanif.
Absolutely. Wonderful stuff from Hanif. And a ball which should have just been a single because of some poor fielding from Rafi goes to the boundary. Much needed boundary. Struggling at the moment. And the easiest of fieldings, oh, this is lethargic. Very poor. Very, very poor effort from Rafi. Bouncing down the track. Will fall short of a player, Amanullah, at long off.
We were discussing about absolutely brilliant stuff from Majis Titans when they were bowling. Nicely supported by their fielders as well. And then in their turn, this Renaissance challengers once again try to sweep tip, takes it on the pad, and the ball is going toward the boundary line, just crossed over for valuable runs for the Titans, who are struggling. And what an excellent spell from Hanif. Get rid of 3 top batsmen. Look at that one. He tried to sweep it, but I think it's just gone out of the outside the off stump for valuable runs for Titans. Once again, try to sweep it down towards the square leg boundary. And it is Amir Kaleem, the stalwart, the veteran, showing his class, how to cope up the pressure. He is really there.
Really like what I see, especially from the likes of Amir Kaleem. Does realize that his team is in some kind of pressure, and that's where he's standing up. This is good, very good from the experience of Amir Kaleem, not getting bogged down. This is what you need to do in a T20.
Today he is all over the ground. When he was bowling, he bowled superbly, got a catch, and end of over number 6. It is 37 for 4, Majis Titans. Amir Shah brought in now. Dude.
Amir Shah comes into the attack. He's been one of the standout bowlers for Majis Titans. I beg your pardon, Renaissance Challengers. And what makes Amir Shah special is that he sticks to his basics. He doesn't look to do something extraordinary. He looks to keep things tight. And that's where he's very, very special.
This is the man whom just looking for rather to get him out early. Free score. Perhaps one of the most hopeful batter for Majis Titans to get through this crucial match for them. Tight bowling from Amir Shah. So far, so good over. Keeping free score. Coming down the wicket, played it out towards the long on. Much depend on these two, Amir Kaleem and free score. Amir looks to be in terrific form. Sensing the situation well and trying to attack the bowlers on the loose deliveries. Target, of course, not that much big for them. But a hat-trick really put them pressure on Titan batters.
Amir Shah. Keeping it tight. Oh, this is going to be called as a wide. He can complain about it, but it's the perception of the umpire that values the most. And Zaman Qureshi is generally spot on.
Very good umpire he is.
.5, 39 for 4. What a delivery. Incredible. Amir Shah comes to the party for Renaissance Challenges just when Majis Titans were looking to take the attack on Renaissance Challenges. The most important wicket, Amir Kaleem, is going to be departing back to the dugout. And all of a sudden, 5 wickets down, Majis Titans are scrolling here.
Absolutely stunning performance from the bowlers of Renaissance challenger. This is the most vital wicket of Amir Khalil, brilliantly bowled by Amir Shah. Wicket number 5, back to the dugout. What a great comeback by Renaissance challengers. Though scored a very modest total of 116. But hats off to their bowler, especially Hanif, who created history in this edition of this D20.
Look who we have here. Mr. Ishrat Habibullah, the owner of Majis Titans, enjoying a wonderful evening here at the Oman Cricket Academy. He's the man in the white shirt and brown trousers. What a gentleman. One of my seniors in school. One of the leading companies in Oman and proud partners is Majees. And he's the owner of Majees.
Well, this is all those sponsors who really give their heart out, spend a lot of money on the players hiring. That was the last wicket fell.
Dancing down the track but not able to do much. And Majis has had a big role in the development and support of cricket in Oman, especially to Oman Cricket. They are the proud partners of the Oman Cricket, and that's where a big shout out to Mr. Ishrat Habibullah. What a fantastic personality he is. Always welcoming, always very easy to contact, and he'll always be happy to listen to you. And when it is about cricket, he's all ears about it.
He's got a passion for cricket, absolutely. I met him a couple of times, always smiling, even though sometimes his team is losing out, but he is not bored out at all. Absolutely, it's fantastic. Okay, no problem. We'll go for the next match. I remember last year I just talking to him. He said, "No, Jamil bhai, don't worry. We are losing, but I'm always supporting my players, my team." That's a good spirit from him.
And he's a character in its own for that. He does understand that cricket is a long-term investment. It's not a short-term gain. And that's where he's very patient with his team. He's always backing. And he's already contributed to Oman cricket. In terms of generation next, Rahil Habibullah, his son, who also leads the junior national side. What a talent he is. Behind the stumps, I've rarely seen somebody as athletic as Rahil Habibullah. And he's so passionate about it that Rahil Habibullah, despite being his son, is not featuring in the 11 of Majis Titans. That is the kind of standard he sets for his team.
When you are running a good team, I mean, you'll have to be professional all the way now. And that is the sort of professionalism that, of course, whether he's son or what, somebody who is performing had to be in.
And that's where Rahil Habibullah is going to be a great player with time to come, because he understands that he has to earn his spots. Doesn't get anything for granted, and this is great from Mr. Ishrat Habibullah. 8 overs done, 41 for the loss of 5 Majis Titans. So far, so good for Renaissance challengers who've just scored 116. And if you look at this batting card, you'll be stunned, because Abhinav and Amir started well, 10 of 8 and 12 of 13. And immediately after that, on the back of that hat-trick from Hanif, it's been a sorry story for Majis Titans. What are your expectations, Jamil bhai? Thriller on our hands, or is it going to be in favor of Majis Titans or Renaissance challenger? Paddle. Should be a couple, could be a boundary as well. It's crawling, and it'll crawl enough.
Well, once again, we have another thriller on the card at the moment. We have seen those teams who have scored about 120 odd runs. They come back strongly. And today we have seen that 116 was scored by Renaissance, and how quickly they came back into the game. It's still, but now I feel it's almost 60-40 in favor of Renaissance.
You can't be diplomatic always, Jamil Bhai, aka Jammy Boy.
60% I said in favor of renaissance. Not diplomatic. If it's 50-50, yes.
60-40 is as good as being diplomatic 50-50. It's giving a way too much opportunity. 5 wickets down, you have to be close to 70-30 or 80-20.
The reason is why we have seen couple of similar matches in the last 4-5 matches, and whatever we are talking about, things goes totally against what discussed about.
Oh my. So you're saying Renaissance Challengers favorite?
Yes, from here on looks on.
Renaissance Challengers, I feel Majis Titans might just scrape through because just 116 to chase. And this man, Adams, I want to say he's a giant. Not physically, but with the kind of game he shows. Very good. And he's playing alongside a pocket dynamite who's in the making at the moment. Aryan Bisht.
I think much depend upon this man, Adam Frisco, who is really currently is the hope for Majis Titans to get through, though the total is very modest. But 5 wickets in the span of 3 or 4 overs really dented their, what you call, hunger to get the game through.
They'll go for a quick single. They will get it very comfortably. This is calculative cricket from Majis Titans at the moment. 47 for the loss of 5 at the end of 9, and it's a game of seesaw at the moment. Sufyan Mahmood, the old warhorse. And the reason I call him an old warhorse is because he's been around for a very long time. Very young at age, but he started very early. And that's where he's equipped with all the kind of armories that you would want. And on this occasion, it will be the leg cutter, off cutter, back of the hand, carom ball, in swinger, out swinger. You name it, he has it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. Yes. Very important overs for him.
Look at that fitness of Sufyan Mahmood. As fit as ever. What you get with Sufyan Mahmood is a very down-to-earth attitude as well. Very approachable. Very humble. You'll never feel as if you're talking to a star. He's very popular on the social media as well, but he'll always come, he'll listen to you. On occasions, he'll give his opinion. And he'll be in agreement with you. Not necessarily he will do what you say, but he'll be in agreement. Always a yes man, very polite.
Good listener he is. Good listener he is. Absolutely. But again, when you comes on professionalism, he is absolutely a professional all-rounder, trying to give his best to his team in all 3 departments, fielding, bowling and batting.
And apart from his batting, bowling, fielding, yes, a very good sports person, but that mind which he has is of absolute gold. Especially for a young captain. A man who's just taken charge recently. Hamad Efraq. And that's where it's so important to have somebody with so much of experience right around you.
He's a team man. Now I'll tell you one thing, that he has left this place of captainship just to govern the team well, giving Habib Efraq all the help he needs to become a good captain. Raptors on the pad this time, making things difficult for this young chap, Aryan Bish.
They'll need wickets. They'll need wickets at very regular intervals, especially that of Feresco, because if these two can grind till the 15th over, even if they get to somewhere around 75, at best 80, it should be a cakewalk because they have that hitting capability. And they're chasing a mediocre 116. So that's where you don't want these two to put in a partnership and take the game deep.
Yes. Only thing, they have to keep their cool all in and then go for the singles and doubles. This man, Adam Frisco, is really known for his mighty hittings. Once he will be seeing the ball nicely, he's going to hit his prolific, mighty sixes we'll see from the next couple of overs.
Oi.
Beautifully bowled, short of the length. So end of over number 10, it is 48 for 5, Majis Titans. Amir Shah getting ready to bowl the 11th over straight away after the drinks break. But what a game we are witnessing here. What a turnaround. 5 wickets down, 48 on board. Aryan Bisht and Ferisco Adams doing that repair work. They need to stitch a partnership. And the men in red, the people coming in numbers to support the cricketers here. They're having a good time. Took some time from the work. Played very late. Jamil bhai, what a game. See, still they did not taste a victory, but now they have that belief to register the first win in this tournament. Well, we all wish that they will try to come up to their expectations of winning the first match. And they are in a position now. And that's what we're talking about it. The loud appeal for a catch behind.
They're excited, but not Zaman Qureshi. He thinks there's a pad involved. He straight away says no. The wicket keeper, the bowler, the fielders inside 30-yard circle, they were convinced. See, the Zaman Qureshi shows the pad, but Adams shows that the ball hitting on his arm. Oh, we have Mrs. Mehta busy with her work. Pranav Mehta has that passion and love for the game, and Mrs. Mehta has that love and passion towards Pranav Mehta, which brings her to the stadium. Very busy with her work, but still for Pranav Mehta, she is here. Good to know that. And we are missing Pranav Mehta. He's not in the com box, not around.
Yeah, must be behind somewhere with her missus.
This is good to see. Family members coming, taking time, because back-to-back matches, and it's really tough to give time to your family. And hats off to the family members. They're coming here, they're spending some quality time and trying to spend some time with their family members who are busy with calling the game here in Oman Cricket Academy. But what an over. Just couple of runs. 11 overs gone, 50 for the loss of 5. Titans, who are top of the table, they're having a tough going against the team at the bottom of the table, Renaissance Challengers. An important game for Majis Titans. They need those couple of points to have that firm grip at top of the table. They cannot afford to lose this game and give an opportunity for Yalla Shabab or Royal Oman Stallions to go over them.
Well, this is both the teams are trying to do their best. Titans will try to get a win in this match, which I hope they might do. But on the other hand, it is Renaissance. They are really coming back quickly into this match, heavily came back into the match.
All of a sudden, the ball just keeping a bit low. We have seen that extra bounce, but with that action of Sufyan Mahmood, ball just skidding through that surface. An excellent take by the wicket keeper, Hamad. And you can see that brightness now with the lights on. The lights are on in the ground, but all of a sudden Pranav Mehta, he came in and he just switched off the lights of the com box.
Well, Madhusar, I believe these 4 overs are very, very vital for both the teams. If Renaissance Challenge will not allow for Frisco to open his arms, I'm sure they will be back into the game.
Sometimes it's also good as a batting unit when wickets going down at regular intervals. Just you need to calm down yourself. Don't look for those bodies. Play those dot deliveries. Try to get that feel out there in the middle. All they need is a small partnership. And as of now, these two looks to be in control. Sufyan Mahmood bowling those tight line and lengths, not giving an inch for the batters to open their arms. Half-hearted appeal, but what a take. The first delivery it kept low in this over, and all of a sudden that extra bounce.
Well, this credit goes to Sufyan Mahmood. He is varying his bowling and making all the pressure to the batters. Totally unlikely for Frisco faces 20th delivery, then got 15 runs. But he understands the situation, what he has to do now.
Another single. In fact, another dot delivery just got carried away. It was played straight towards Sufyan Mahmood. What a spell he's delivering for his side. 2 overs, just couple of runs. Titans still trying to find that boundary. 51 for the loss of 5. 12 gone. Sun slowly going down behind those mountains. What a view. And well done by our camera team, catching this wonderful view and capturing in their cameras. Such a romantic sight, Jamil bhai.
Right word used. Absolutely. Stunning. You know, these types of pictures where the painters must be looking for.
No, absolutely. Just they want to use their brush and get this picture framed. Aryan Bisht. Just losing his concentration, playing too many dot deliveries. The pressure taking toll on Aryan Bisht. He's just looking for that release shot. Good captaincy. 5 fielders attacking field. Brilliant by Hamad Ifraq. He's asking Bisht to go top of that short mid-wicket fielder. Switch hit. Release shot from Aryan Bisht. Chased by the fielder. Couple of runs on offer. But calculative risk taken by Aryan.
Well, I think instead of playing those shots, they just go for the singles, try to get the gap between these fielders. Like on the offside, there is a point, there is a cover, an extra cover, there is a big gap. They can just tap and run for the single.
Oh, well said. There's a change in the field. Short mid-wicket has been pushed towards that mid-wicket boundary. Another late shot played by Aryan Bisht. Now, what the best part is the bowlers. They're trying to keep Federico away from the strike. That has been the key in the last 2-3 overs. But now, with boundaries dried up, he might take a charge against Amir Shah, and that is where Amir needs to be smart.
Well, I think key to this match, Mutassir, I believe, is the singles at this stage of the game. You will definitely have 1 or 2 deliveries which you can hit for the odd boundary of the Majis. But singles are crucial.
Absolutely. At least take 5 singles in an over. After 15 wickets in hand, last 5 overs, you can play those big shots, because now 59 needed in 43 balls. So they also need to keep an eye on that required run rate as well. Firm push. So 6 runs from that over of Amir. 13 gone, 57 for the loss of 5. What a start to day 6 After a refreshing day off, yet again cricket at its best here at Oman Cricket Academy. Sufyan Mahmood to Bisht. Nicely managed, and the ball travelling towards that fence. A much needed boundary, and what a start. Young Bisht getting better of Sufyan Mahmood.
This is all we're talking about, that you go for the single, at least 3 singles in an over and an odd boundary makes your way easy. This is all outside the bad delivery, outside the office term, and very nicely placed by Bisht towards the cover point boundary. Valuable boundary at the stage of the game.
Young boy, 5 wickets down, showing his class. It's not the amount of runs, the amount of deliveries he spent, the quality time. The temperament is the key in such crucial situations. And a player in making here in Oman, Aryan Bisht.
Well, this year he looks to be more professional, more better than compared to the last years. He scored a couple of good runs in the last match. And
the eyes are searching for Pranav Mehta. Those tireless eyes looking for my fellow commentator. Where are you, Pranav Mehta?
Currently off the range.
62 for the loss of 5. Big shot. Trying to go towards that corner.
Well, I've noticed one thing, Mudassir, about this Adam Frisco, that he's more dangerous onto the onside. Outside the office stump, he's not playing that much confidently as he used to play on the cow corner, square leg, long on.
Naturally, he's a gifted player when it comes to scoring towards that leg side, but rightly pointed out by you. We haven't seen many boundaries or even singles towards that off-stick channel. Wanted to play late, some pace generated. But again, in the shorter format, all you need to have those muscles. Okay, take those singles, but when it is in your range, then play those big shots.
He's got heavy muscles, no doubt about it. It showed in the very first match he played. What a mighty maximums he has played in that match.
Last couple of seasons, I haven't seen such a long maximum, that too onto that road, and it went into that park. A gift from Adams to the people who came for the evening walk.
He is doing the right thing, Aryan, just giving more chances to Frisco to come and get some runs, because I think he has got no confidence of playing that boundary, Aryan Bisht.
What a partnership. What a game. What a fight back by Majis Titans. Where is Hanif? Get him. They should have brought him straight away after the breaks, or even the previous over could have done something for challengers, because the last 5 now they looks to be quite settled, these two batters.
Spot on with the series. Yes, I think they have to bring him back at least for one more time. Played it out towards the Cow's corner for 1. And what an over it was. Absolutely brilliant. 14 overs gone, 65 for 5.
So still 51 needed, the last 6. It all depends on Adams and Bisht for Majis Titans. And in comes Nadeem, 3 overs, 12 runs, wicketless but very economical. Shaping up to go towards that leg side and finds the man, Hanif. What a day he is having here in Oman Cricket Academy. The change doing wonders. The youngster Nadeem getting better of Adams and Hanif, making no mistakes. Superb catch under pressure.
This is what the pressure mounted on Frisco. Look at that one. He was trying to do it from last couple of deliveries, but this time played it a straight, brilliant catch down to the Cows corner, and what an important wicket has been taken by Reliance's challengers. 65 for 6.
$65 for the loss of 6. Table toppers. They're feeling the heat as the team at the bottom of the table. They're looking good to register the first win this tournament. It's Usman arrives at the crease. Nadeem, a bit of Adams. Usman straight away off the mark. Yes and no. And now exactly 50 needed for Titans.
Well, I think in the last couple of matches, the teams who scored about 120 and odd runs, and the team who is chasing that one always getting trouble in getting those modest totals. Maybe either they are overconfident or what some excellent opponent batting from them.
Jamil, correct me if I'm wrong. Most of the wickets which went down, the batters played on the back foot. So they did not read the surface well. Especially against the spinners, you need to lean on the front foot and play those singles, use the wrist.
It is always said about the spinners, brilliant fielding there. Oh, that caught would be a very, very close one. And what would have been a strike if this would have been in the favor of Renaissance?
Never run on a misfield. They went for the run, but what a recovery by Captain Hamad Ifraq. And look at that. A full length dive. And he recovers in time. Not only that, quick pickup, quick release, and a direct hit. Is he short of his crease? Aryan Bisht. Never sacrifice your wicket for just one run. He has taken that risk. But Renaissance challengers, did they got better of Bisht here? Now look at that effort, Jamil bhai.
From this angle, it will be more clear to us.
Now, from this angle, we are not able to see the bails. No, there is a contact between ball and the stumps. I think, yes, one frame back and we might get a clear picture. But for me, Aryan Bisht is short of his crease, I believe.
Mudassir, one thing you must have noticed, the bowler, he saw that ball is coming directly to hit the wicket. He did not interpret with the ball, let the ball to hit the stumps. You can see he moved away.
There you can see that Bale just took off. And he's short of his crease. What have you done, Aryan Bisht? But the captain rising to the occasion, Hamad Ifraq, the light comes out. Asif Khan, Prithvi Machi, they are delighted. The entry of Hanif into this side. And all of a sudden, Renaissance challengers, they looks to be a completely different team. Aryan Bisht worked really hard, but one mistake and he's back into the head. The team is in trouble. 66 for the loss of 7. Usman has been joined by Shafi Jan, but it will be Usman Ali who will be on strike. So 2 wickets in this over of Nadeem. One shape of run out, the previous one, and the first wicket thanks to Hanif. Under pressure, an excellent catch taken by him in the deep. Wanted to cut, misses the line completely.
Another thriller is on the card, Mudassir, and I think this edition of this D20 powered by Fancode is seeing some exciting matches. Out of 5 matches in the last week, 4 was going to the nail biters.
Oh, absolutely. So many last ball finish we have witnessed, and we are heading for another thriller here. And this was a fall of Aryan Bish. Was never a run. Usman, he called for that run. Aryan Bish took few steps, and smart work by the fielder as well as by the bowler result in the fall of that wicket. 15 gone, 67 for the loss of 7 for the last set of 5 for the entertaining last 5 overs. You will be entertained by Amin Wagle and Pranav Mehta.
– 15 overs gone, 67 for the loss of 7. Thank you, Mudassir and Jameel Saab, for taking us through a little bit of excitement. Runs here for Majis Titans, wide and a boundary to go with. So, against the run of play, just when the Renaissance challengers want to tighten the screws, plug the free runs, a wide and a boundary, that's nearly 5 additional runs. Not at the right time. If you're a keeper, joining me in the comm box, Pranav Mehta.
It's criminal. You can't be leaking runs in terms of extras in this format. In any format, yes, but in this format, it is the biggest crime whatsoever. Have to have your body behind the ball as a wicket keeper. And he's a national treasure, Ahmad Mirza.
Amanullah Rafiqi, and he's got that knack of picking up wickets at the most inopportune moments for the oppositions. They have only 3 remaining. So if he decides to cut loose, things are not going to be looking for Majis Titans.
They need a wicket. The only way Renaissance challengers are going to be winning this is by getting Majis Titans all out, and they need to do that. Because somebody like Shafi Jan can do this. If it's in his arc, he can throw the kitchen sink at it and he will accumulate 6 valuable runs.
Absolutely. So looking to take on Amanullah Rafiqi, he'll have to keep his temperament cool. With the cameras following Shafiq Jan, he certainly seems to be putting up a very, very good fight here. Have a look at that. Gets onto the bat. Very, very dead center. And that's all he needs to dispatch that for 6 runs.
He's woken up the Majis Titans dugout, which would have been very out of space at the moment with the way things have proceeded for Majis Titans. And all of a sudden, Shafiq Jan with that intent, shaking things up. The owner of Majis Titans is just around the corner, Mr. Habibullah Ishrat.
Works it away towards the onside. They'll look for the second. Oh, yes and no, yes and no. This is something that they really don't want here. Another misfield. This time around, he is probably hitting that ball to the batter. The fielders around are complaining. Looking for the second run. Yes, that's him right there. Ishrat Habibullah, and he's probably looking very closely, observing the proceedings, the way Majis Titans are going about at this time. We know him very well. An ex-ISMite.
Absolutely. One of my seniors. An absolute gentleman. Amanullah looking for a wicket here, and Majis Titans just getting things right. Don't like this ploy. They have to have that cover to put on that extra pressure. 16 overs done, 83 for the loss of 7. Majis Titans and still fighting hard.
Too close. Very tantalizing situation at the moment. 83 for 7 as Majis Titans are looking for another win here to add to their points tally. As the team owner, the Ishrat Habibullah, just looking very relaxed. Nice spot there. Camping chairs. Probably know him from about a year or two ago when we played that Indian School Muscat alumni tournament. Turned up for Team Yellow and probably won the tournament as well. Very passionate about his cricket, Mr. Ishrat Habibullah.
And he's had a big role to play in the development of cricket, in the growth of cricket, in the support which is provided to Oman cricket. He's a proud partner of Oman cricket, and that's where he's put his name in gold. Every time cricket and Oman is spoken together in the same line.
Oh, this is absolute beauty from Usman. Looking to take on Rafi, who is swinging the ball a fair bit. Picks it up, gets enough elevation. Certainly knew that there was no fielder outside the circle. Trying his luck to get a boundary. Eventually ends up getting 2.
Might have got the leading edge on that one. But it works in favor of Majis Titans because of the intent. And this is where it's so important. Not a lot that they have to get. 32 runs. They have 23 balls to do so. But the concerning factor is number 7. Just 3 wickets in hand. And it's the tail that needs to wag for Majis Titans here.
Yes, absolutely. But the kind of batters there, Usman Ali is no stranger to hitting big shots. Shafi Jan just showed what he could do with the bat. And that's probably going to be the difference, because when Majis Titans were bowling in that first inning, it was just those 3 extras in their bowling effort. On the other hand, Renaissance Challengers leaking runs. This time towards a cover, diving effort. Will look to take the second, but only a single. The fielder was quite quick to cover that one up.
Rafi, 12 runs in 1.2. He needs to come stronger because it's not a game of runs here. It's a game of wickets. He needs to pick up a wicket here, and this is going to be the most important wicket, Shafi Jan, because if Shafi Jan plays good 10-15 deliveries here, Majis is home.
Oh, looking to charge down. The right-hander Shafiq Jan, he'll have to keep his cool. Probably a word or two by Usman Ali to Shafiq Jan to try and make him understand the whole scenario at the moment for Majis Titans. On the other hand, Renaissance Challengers would be thinking, we've been there just a couple of nights ago, not too long. Rafi to Shafiq Jan. Once again looking to charge down the track. Rafiullah, or rather Rafi, just managing to concede another extra. This is going to hurt for the Renaissance Challengers. They've done so well here.
Just at the peak moment, it is Renaissance Challengers that are not able to put their best foot forward. They're leaking runs, and they're leaking runs in terms of unnecessary extras. We can call it unforced errors. This is very good. Shafiq Jan is playing some very good cricket here for Majis Titans. Very sensible, very calculative.
Yes, absolutely. And probably a hand to play in this is going to be by Usman Ali. He should be in the ear of Shafi Jan and trying and making him understand his role out there. It's very important that these two stick around. Not too much to get. You don't have that many deliveries remaining, so the chance will come to cut loose. Just like that, now rotating strike. They will meet the required run rate by keeping it very simple and rotating.
Wouldn't be wrong in saying that it's a game of couple of sixes here. 2 or 3 boundaries can take Majis Titans home. They have a lot of deliveries to do that.
No, we don't want that going there. Couple of sixes. Renaissance challengers might be hoping just that. Couple of sixes, get close. Jittery. Oh, worked around really well, Shafiq Jan. This is good cricket. You're looking to run the first one hard. Will beat the fielder to complete the second run. Excellent end to the over. Rafi has not managed to impress in this comeback spell. 17 gone, 92 for 7, Majis. "17 gone, 92 for the loss of 7 wickets. Sufyan Mahmood now to bowl his final over in this very, very tight run chase of sorts. 0 for 10. What a champion performer he's been, Sufyan Mahmood. Under the pump and responding. Keeper looking to stand up to the stumps for Sufyan Mahmood, so he'll definitely be bowling a tad bit short, trying to keep Usman Ali and Shafiq Jan in check.
Right in the block hole, and it's well dug out. Poor fielding. That's been the story of Renaissance Challengers all evening, and that's where they've been mighty disappointing. Nadeem, the player who didn't want to be on the screen for that reason, for sure.
2 runs, and how costly is that misfield going to be? Certainly not looking very pleased, Sufyan Mahmood. Have a look at that. Worked away towards the onside very delicately, just caressing it. But then that one-handed pickup not being completed in a clean manner.
Very fortunate that didn't go to the boundary. And this is something that they do really well, rotate strike. Because at this juncture, it's a game of 2 boundaries, because probably the difference between ball and runs is just probably 7-8 runs. And that's where if they get 2 boundaries in the remaining 16 deliveries, they're home. And the rest just needs to be singles.
It's got to be this man, Shafiq Jan, who has to cut loose. But the question is, when does he actually aim to do that? For Shafiq Jan, the keeper is behind, which is questionable, because Shafiq Jan is probably the one who's, looking to charge down to the pacer. So one would only imagine he's going to try similar sort of antics to Sufyan Mahmood. Decent spread out field.
For sure, Shafiq Jan is looking for that boundary, but don't think it is going to be this over, because Sufyan is here to pick up a wicket. You can't keep Shafiq Jan quiet for too long. Jumps out of his crease, throws in the power hand. And the way that ball travelled to long off. Oh my God, the power of Shafiq Jan. Dangerous.
Yeah, certainly full of intent. Usman Ali, on the other hand, should be that calm and composed one who knows how to calculate his way up to that target of 116. Shafiq Jan will look to clear boundary ropes, and that's what's expected of him. Plenty of power behind that previous shot.
20 in 15. Big shout for Eric before finger goes up. Sufyan gives him a stare. That's a recognized celebration from Sufyan Mahmood. Down on his knee.
pleading to the umpire to start with, and once the umpire gave him out, the stare to the batter, stating that I am the man, I am the one who controls this arena.
Absolute champion stuff from Sufyan Mahmood. Certainly breaking momentum for the Majis Titans. They were looking to work around for runs, but then an out, terrific performer. Sufyan Mahmood traps Usman Ali leg before wicket as they lose their 8. Hemal Tandil, the new man in, and it's certainly not a good time to be a new man in against the run of play. Once again, this match tilting sides every over. Sufyan Mahmood 3.41 for 14. You look back and wonder what a big impact this has had, this spell of Sufyan Mahmood has had on this game.
The Majis Titans management would have put in a lot of effort picking up batters, bowlers, all-rounders. But never once would they have thought that bowlers will have to do the job of batters to claim a victory here and to make sure that they stick to the top of the table. Chasing just 116 runs, a man who is recognized for his bowling will have a very big role. It's going to be a dot ball. And Sufyan is just giving some lessons to Hemal Tandil at the moment.
Yes, absolutely. Along with lessons, a little bit of rule book explanation as well. Have a look at that wicket once again. Good length, pitching outside the line of off stump and then coming in back shortly, immediately. Some sort of celebrations here. A very popular person, a popular face in Oman cricket, Sufyan Mahmood, making an impact.
What a spell he's bowled. 3.5, 14 for 1. Can he conclude with a wicket? He can conclude with a wicket. It's a big wicket of Hemal Tandil. Not because he's a recognized batter, but because that's going to be 9 wickets down. And all of a sudden, Majis Titans chasing just 116 to win is in all sorts of trouble because just 1 wicket in hand and still 20 to get.
What a turn of tide here. Renaissance challengers looking for their first points, and at the moment Majis Titans are staring down the barrel. This is absolutely accurate from Sufyan Mahmood. Just have a look at that. Looking to swing and swing hard. Hemal Tandil losing the plot for Majis Titans as Sufyan Mahmood takes a lap of honor. What a powerhouse performer.
So much of this could be because of that celebration and the communication which happened with Hemal Tandil just prior to that delivery. And that could be the result of that wicket. In comes Abid. The final wicket for Majis Titans, and Renaissance challengers would be feeling that this game is in their pocket. It's a game to lose from here for Renaissance challengers. But with the kind of season they have had, rather the kind of tournament that they have had, they'll certainly not be relaxed.
It's going to be an uphill task. Rafi is not a bowler who goes down without a fight. At the moment, Abid going to be on the non-strikers end, so it's going to be Shafi Jan who will have to do a little bit of heroics here. They'll have to be very calculative. It's 12 balls, 20 needed for Majis Titans at the moment. Rafi steaming in.
Long levers. Sliding down the leg, and umpire is not going to be giving it as a wide because Shafi Jan shuffled and shuffled big. Previously, it was Sufyan Mahmood who was giving some lessons, and now Rafi is giving some lessons to the batter. And now Sufyan Mahmood wants Rafi to get his A game on track here. Can't make a mistake. No chances whatsoever.
Runs. Where are they coming from? Certainly not from Sufyan Mahmood, because he was pinpoint accurate, targeting the stumps. He knew what he wanted to do the moment he took that run up. Hemal Tandil, on the other hand, losing the plot. Oh, he's just thumped that towards the onside, looking for that second run, but he slipped. But certainly, somewhere down the line, they might be thinking, should he have looked to get that second run?
If he would have ran for that second, it would have been suicidal, because 110% he wouldn't have played another delivery. It's the last wicket and he would have got Abid run out.
Abid running towards that danger end. Have a look at that field now. Plenty of options here for Rafi to grab a wicket here, because this is well spread out. Look at that field towards the offside, targeting that inside out shot.
The only expectations for Renaissance challengers from Rafi is to keep Abid quiet. A single is okay. Don't allow Abid to get after you. He's not had an evening to remember. And once again, he's continuing to do that. League runs unnecessarily against the number 11 of Majis Titans, and that's what defines a poor night.
Yeah, well, you've got cover long gone. An extra cover outside the circle on the boundary ropes, and now you see another fielder coming all the way from mid-wicket to have a word, and that's Prithvi Machi experience, and he's probably telling Rafi to bowl to the field. With the kind of field setup, it just seems that he has to be keeping it outside of wide, outside the reach of Abid, so that he does not get any sort of chance to get underneath the ball. And now I believe you've got that one fielder inside the circle from the offside, so this one has to be a little shorter at good length.
Have a look at the time. Inside edge, run out opportunity, not really. Could have been curtains.
Scampering for runs, Majis Titans, 98 for the loss of 9 wickets. Just one needed for Renaissance to close this game. On the other hand, Majis Titans might be thinking, can something happen here?
This could have very well gone on to the stumps. Wasn't a run out opportunity. Shafi Jan just making sure that Abid is comfortable as well.
Everyone on their toes, everyone on the edges of their seat. This one is going down to the wire. 99 for the loss of 9 wickets. Can't get more closer than this.
Big shot, big shot, big shot, big shot! It's a massive one from the bat of Shafiq Jan. Who would have thought that Majis Titans are still in this game? Yes, they are, with that massive 6 of Shafiq Jan.
Backing himself in crunch situations. Shafiq Jan has been in this sort of a situation many a times. This time he wants to turn the tide in his favour. A few singles of the over already, and this maximum is going to hurt Renaissance challengers. Taking that hand off the handle of the bat, but packing a punch, hit it with full Jan. Shafiq Jan, what a beautiful one, this one.
He can very well finish this game in this over. They're going for the second. They don't have to push for the second. Common sense prevails as Shafiq Jan understands that there is an over to spare after this. And that's where you need to be a little reasonable. He's certainly going to be having a word with Abid, asking him to just hold on to his ground.
11 runs needed from here onwards. In this over, you've already given 9. And certainly, Rafi has missed the memo here.
What are the bowling options? Who's going to be bowling the final over? Plays with a straight bat. Picture perfect. And it's going to be a dot ball to wind that over. 10 runs of the last over for Majis Titans. 1 wicket for Renaissance challengers. Who can hold on to the nerve better? It's a game of time. I mean, 10 runs, 6 deliveries. Shafi Jan 19 of 11, 2 sixes behind him. What's your thought?
Well, it's got to be him. He can take all the time in the world in this over, and it's going to be Hanif now. So this is an unfavorable matchup as far as the Renaissance challengers are concerned. The right arm off spinner against somebody who's looking to throw in the kitchen sink. He's already counting the number of fielders on the leg side.
It's not one of the greatest decisions because that's the comparatively shortest boundary at the cow corner. Shot in the air, fielder. It was a begging approach. He just wanted to get underneath the ball anyhow whatsoever. Hamad Ifraq, the captain, he hasn't seen a win so far for his side, and he was desperate.
Well, absolutely. Looking to tong that one downtown. Tried a no-look shot, but then nowhere near the middle of the bat. You'll have to be very careful because Hanif has proven in this innings to be very, very crafty.
Looking for a big shot, not able to connect. He has 4 balls in hand, and he will realize that it is going to be Hanif who's going to be angling away from the right-hander.
He's using those deliveries that have probably gotten the better of the left-handers, and that's the sort of one that goes away from the right hand.
Struck well in the gap. They have to be running the second. They will run it very comfortably. It's a game of a maximum. They need a maximum somehow.
Well, it's got to be this delivery. He'll have to get underneath it. It's make or break for Shafi Jan. Leaving this delivery, if he does not manage to get it, just too much to handle for the last 2.
8 of 3.
A boundary or a 6 has to go on the other side of the rope. What is Shafi Jan thinking? What is he thinking? Should he be doing the slog sweep? Should he play it downtown? Should he go for something eccentric? Oh, this time he's targeting the deep mid wicket. Jumping fielder will not be able to stop it. It's a maximum.
This is the biggest problem with this plan. It is the shortest boundary towards the cow corner, and that's exactly where Shafi Jan is going to be targeting. Just short of length, and he just needed one of those balls to anywhere impact, and look at the fielder. Should have been on the boundary line.
Renaissance challengers, they will want to believe. They will want to believe. This is familiar. On the 2 previous occasions, they were the ones batting at this position. 2 runs to win of the last 2 deliveries. What is Shafi Jan thinking? Does he want to secure the match? The fielders are spread out, surprisingly. They are looking and backing their thought process that Shafi Jan is going for a boundary. Is he going for a boundary? Is he supposed to be going for a boundary? This is a nail biter.
Need to have 5 fielders on the leg side. Jan is going to be dominating it. It's the final delivery. It's a dot ball. 1 ball. They need 2 runs to win. Who is it going to be? They have to get 1 more fielder towards the leg side. Somebody at short fine. An inside edge could be curtains.
He's certainly looking to angle it across. He has to be angling it across. Shafi Jan strikes. And he strikes well. There's jubilation in the Majis Titans dugout. The players come running out to the pitch. They have secured the win. They are ecstatic. The black and gold are once again in pole position, reaffirming their spot on this points table at Oman D20, powered by Fancode. Shafi Jan, you beauty.
It's a moment that Renaissance challengers wouldn't want to believe, wouldn't want to look at. They've lost 2 games, 2 nail biters, make it 3 nail biters. This is a game which was in their pocket. The last moment brain fade, and Shafi Jan comes to the rescue for Majis Titans, and look how he's done it. In his arc, Hanif was never a great option, and connects well. No fielder in equation whatsoever. And what a strike from Shafi Jan, taking his team home. They are at the top of the table for a reason, and stamping that authority is Majis Titans at the moment. They're winning, and they're winning well here. at the Oman D20, powered by Fancode. What a moment it is for Majis Titans, but have a moment of remorse for Renaissance Challenges. Believe it or not, it's a heartbreak for them.
Absolutely. Certainly not being able to make a mark in this edition of Oman D20 powered by Fancode, the Renaissance Challengers. Majis Titans winning the toss and putting the Renaissance Challengers into bat, but then Majis Titans in that run chase, chasing only 116. Abhinav, Amir Kaleem got off to a start, got into double figures, but then Farisco Adams, 20 of 34, did the bulk of the scoring. Aryan Bish, 12, and Usman Ali kept company, but all eyes on that big-hearted man, Shafi Jan, 33 of 17, turning the tide in favor of the Majis Titans at the right moment. 15 extras contributed to that chase as well.
If you're talking about the bowling, it was 3 wickets for Hanifullah. He made the game for his team, and then he also lost it. What a moment it was. He picked up a hat-trick to start off, and towards the end conceded way too many runs than what he would have liked to. Wicket apiece for Amanullah, Nadeem Khan and Syed Amir. Sufyan Mahmood as economical and as effective as ever. 2 for 14. In my opinion, he was the pick of the bowler for Renaissance Challengers. But those extras, look at those extras. 15 runs too many. If you talk about the result and 15 in the same line, it's going to be a heartbreak.
That run chase panned out just like this. A boundary straight up and then a wicket straight up. Amanullah Rafiqi striking and disturbing the woodwork. Kolte got a boundary as well, but then had to head back. The second wicket in the second ball. Hanif came as an out-of-syllabus question for the Majis Titan batters there. Getting a hat-trick. Wasim Ali, the third one for completing a hat-trick. Runs came, but wickets came as well. Amir Shah, very, very wily and crafty. Wickets kept falling at regular intervals, and somewhere down the line, one thought that Majis Titans were making heavy weather. A freak run out off a misfield, and then some runs. Sufyan Mahmood bowled like a champion. He made sure that the Majis Titans stayed very, very nervous. A nail-biting finish. Rafi then looking to stop things, but then extras and then poor deliveries, poor choice of deliveries. Hanif in that last over unable to defend 12 runs. That big 6 of Shafi Jan sealing the deal for Majis Titans. Boy, what a win this has been for the black and gold here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Jubilant scenes. Majis Titans bossing that points table at the moment. Pretty much sums it up. Match number 13. Oman Cricket D20 powered by Fancode. Renaissance Challengers batted first. Majis Titans put them to bat first. Amanullah Rafiqi 39 of 35. Usman Ali 26 of 32. And Syed Amir Shah 15 of 6 deliveries. Hemal Tandel and Abid Khan really did wonders there with the ball. 3 for 19, 2 for 13. Broke the back of the Renaissance Challengers batting lineup. When they came into bat, they needed only 116, but then they made heavy weather out of it. However, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Shafiq Jan 33 of 17. Farisco Adams 2 reached 20. And Usman Ali Afridi kept his cool 13 of 12, ensuring that they reached this in that last ball of the 20th over. It was that close. 120 for 9 is what they ended up with, courtesy that last ball 6. The result, of course, being Majis Titans win this contest by 1 wicket. All eyes will be on the sidelines just after this break, as Mudassir Ali Qureshi will be with the man of the match.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
चेक करो. Hello, check. Hello, check 1 2 3 4 5 6. Mic 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 check 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Check.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Oh, what a game we have witnessed yet again in this tournament. Another heartbreak for Renaissance Challenger, another loss on the final delivery. But it was Majis Titans who held their nerves and clinched another last ball victory in this tournament. And they maintained their top spot in the table. And talking about this game, 115 was posted by Majis Titans. And a highlight in the second innings was the first hat-trick of this tournament from the debutant Hanif for Renaissance Challengers. But they fought really well, Majis Titans, though they lost those regular wickets. Last wicket added 20 crucial runs to win another thriller in this tournament. Just the right time to introduce our guest who will be giving the Player of the Match award. It's Mr. Hanus Ahmed, and the Player of the Match goes to Shafi Jan for his unbeaten 33 in just 19 balls and getting those two crucial points for Majis Titans. शफीक, पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारक. शफीक जान टीम में और टीम में वापस जान आ गई है. क्या ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाजी.
थैंक यू सर. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं अल्लाह का शुक्र करता हूँ कि इतने बड़े इवेंट में मैंने फर्स्ट मैच में मैंने द मैच अवार्ड हासिल किया. कॉन्फिडेंस तो था कि मैं इंशाल्लाह करूँगा, और सब ने बाहर से भी यही आवाज़ दे रहा था कि थोड़ा वेट करो, आप कर सकते हो, क्योंकि मैंने पिछली T10 में भी ऐसे मैचेस जिताया और वनडे में भी जिताया. तो पूरा टीम का भरोसा था कि आप कर सकते हो, आप थोड़ा वेट करो लास्ट बॉल तक. तो लास्ट बॉल तक मैंने वेट किया और मैंने उसको इशारा भी कर दिया कि मैं इंशाल्लाह हिट लगा दूंगा और चक्के पे मैं जीत सकूँगा. तो वो कर दिया मैंने इंशाल्लाह.
माशाल्लाह से काफ़ी बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस रहा. लेकिन जाने जाते आप गेंदबाजी के लिए थोड़ा ऐसा इंजरी के बारे में बताएं, क्या फिट है, क्योंकि सिर्फ एक ही ओवर आज आपको देखने में मिला हमें.
थोड़ा सा इंजरी आया था, लेकिन अभी जो है थोड़ा सा अभी मैंने जो है इंजरी रिकवरी किया. इंशाल्लाह बाकी मैच में इंशाल्लाह अच्छी. थोड़ा सा वो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं मिल रहा था बॉलिंग में, तो इंशाल्लाह अभी रिदम पकड़ूंगा, उस रिदम से फिर बॉलिंग भी डालूंगा इंशाल्लाह.
शफीक, दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था, क्योंकि आखिरी ओवर जब शुरू हुआ था 10 रन चाहिए था, आपने 2 डॉट खेली, फिर एक छक्का आया, फिर डॉट, फिर डबल. तो दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था, क्योंकि आखिरी बॉल पे आपको 2 रन रिक्वायर्ड था.
दिमाग में यही चल रहा था कि मैं जब पहली 1 महीने से हमारा प्रिपरेशन जारी था, तो मैं कोच ने मेरे जो है वो बैटिंग जब दे रहा था तो मेरा सिर्फ पावर हिटिंग की एक्सरसाइज मुझे कर रहा था. परसों भी मैंने जो है वो पावर हिटिंग का पूरा एक्सरसाइज कर दिया, पूरा चक्के मार दिया था, तकरीबन 100 से ज़्यादा मैंने जो है वो हिट लगा दिया. तो कोच ने भी वही कॉन्फिडेंस दे दिया कि आप कर सकते हो अगर आपको बैटिंग का बारी आ गया. और मेरा अपना कॉन्फिडेंस इतना है कि अगर लास्ट ओवर में 24 या 20 रन है तो मैं इतना अपने आप पे भरोसा रखता हूँ कि मैं कर सकता हूँ. इतना मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस है.
वेल डन शफीक, और उम्मीद करेंगे आने वाले मैचेस में आप इस बार अगली बार भी आप बल्ले से और गेंद से मैच जीतें
इंशाल्लाह. और ये मैंने मैच जो है मैं जावेद भाई को डेडिकेट करता हूँ, क्योंकि मजीज़ के में जो है वो हमारा जो सपोर्ट स्टाफ में है, एनी टाइम वो सपोर्ट करता है, आता है, मैच देखता है. तो ये जो मैंने मैच है वो मैं उसको डेडिकेट करता हूँ जावेद भाई को. थैंक यू. Thank you, sir.
Well done, Shafiq. So that's all we do have from the post-match presentation, but there is one more game lined up, so don't go anywhere.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.